So the plan is for yesterday's dalliance with cannibalism. That was a temporary thing, okay? That's the old us. That was yesterday. That's so 24 hours ago. Nowadays, we've learned. We've learned from the sins of our past. And in all fairness, it's not like we wanted to do the cannibalism. It's not like we were like, oh, let's try it out, or we were tempted. It was a matter of desperation. So now we have our food. That our crops at least have come in. We bought a lot of food from a merchant that came through. I think we're going to be in much better shape. Barring any surprises from Randy, our loving storyteller, barring any surprises, I think we should be on a good upswing. I'm hoping that this momentum will be enough to carry us through the rest of winter, and that we can exit into spring with fewer disasters if possible. Now, major break was for Guava. She's sleeping, so I don't think she can have a break risk while she's asleepies. So she doesn't have any like big things going down, but she's recreation deprived. I think what I might do is I might just give her the day off. Like she's been having a time. Let's try to keep our people relatively happy. The good old Randy, that's right. The sweet forbidden pork. The other white meat that we wish not to consume. Gotta go see the outside sky, and of course, Guava is our resident night owl, so she will be able to appreciate this. In fact, she should be waking up fairly soon, right? It is 21 o'clock, which is to say 11. She is indeed quite deprived, but she's still sleeping right now, so we'll let her do her thing. Diver is still puking her guts out, but she is playing horseshoes like a champ right now. She's puking her guts out because she's pregnant AF right now. Second trimester. In fact, there's a very real possibility that we're going to actually get Babbo tonight. Tonight's stream. Can you believe it? The miracle of childbirth and all of its splendor. Johnson's going ham on planting those eggplants. Eggplant emoji coming in hot. That's what we like to see. And of course, we're working on lots of projects here. Go is going at it, so to speak. With some construction stuff, although he'll be going to bed pretty soon, I suspect. Diver's not far behind him. Is there other recreation stuff we can do? Because Guava is clearly very sad. So what can I do? What can I build to make her less sad? If we can indeed... It's kind of cool. Go level up as well. If we can indeed expand a bit the kind of this rec hall room, this recreation space, we could get a pool table and a poker table. That'd be kind of nice. I'm not gonna have them do 5-finger fillet because it does train melee, but you can also inevitably lose fingers out of it, which I'd rather not have happen. If nothing else, we could do some shooting targets. The problem, of course, is that Guava, I think, does not have a weapon because she abhors violence. So that... Or not even abhors it, she's incapable of it, I think. Even though she has the bloodlust. She has the bloodlust, but she is incapable of violence because of her genetic makeup, I think. How do I look at her genes? Photosynthesis. Yeah, that's the thing. I've never actually seen this work. I think just be in the sunlight for a lot longer. Is it this thing? No, it's her color. Favorite color is gray. That's kind of boring. Is it this thing? Oh, that's the thing she can summon. Yeah, somewhere there's a way you can see what genetic thing she has. And know, like, why it's 0. Maybe it's just this right here. Click to view. Oh, here we go. Yeah. Oh, that was a very brief aurora. I was actually hoping they'd be able to see it. So awful melee, awful shooting. So it's not that she's incapable, she's just awful at it. -8. I mean, that's painful. No passion for it, obviously. Yeah, so having her do shooting practice would not be good. Now we don't have the granite blocks for it, but we could eventually build a hot spring out of one of the geothermal vents. Archery is a thing, I guess, but again, they would need... yeah, they would need bows for that. So really, the best choices would be billiards table or poker's table, or Pharaoh. Pharaoh is really the same general idea, I'm pretty sure, as far as it would take up more space. Go ahead and triple speed it. What's the temperature in here? It is 62. That's suitable, right? Aurora, how you doing, fam? Conquest between factions have occurred. Black Camro was lost to Kamisa kinship. Good for them. That was just a minor break where Squava's gonna get herself some food. Use the telescope. She's got the day off, so she can just chill for a bit. That'll be good. Perch and radishes. Very nice. So Aurora's doing some research. Researchy times. We do have a tailor bench. Now, could I build... Let's look for this. A mending kit. I have what it takes. Mending kit is steel and textiles, and we end up with 5 of them. The answer is yes. Yeah, we do have the materials for it. Let's go ahead and build one. Go ahead and build one. I'm pretty sure that would be an Aurora task. In fact, I think she's the only person... So I should clarify, she's the only person that should be doing it. So I will... That would be Taylor. Yeah, that would be the Taylor job. Yeah, I think I'll just remove these. Because I want to make sure that that's specifically an Aurora thing, because she is the most capable for this kind of stuff. And I don't mean that lightly. I mean, her crafting skill is 20. She is amazing. So she is a legendary master because of her genetic makeup. How are we doing on stones? Let's see, we are out right now. It's 4 a.m. Actually, now why is Aurora up at 4 a.m.? She was pretty well rested. Gonna do the thing. Good. So yeah, Guava's just chilling. Look at that. Her mood's going up. Made some mending kits. Good job. And so now what I'd like to do is mend this flak jacket to remove the tainted quality. So let's look at this then. I think it would be... oh, maybe there's a table for it, a specific table. A mending table or something. It's the sushi prep table, right? That's it, yeah. Repairing weapons, mending apparel, yeah. Unless there was just a thing for repairs. There's recycle apparel. I'm trying to remember how it works, because this is with a mod, obviously. This is not a standard deal. Maybe would it be an art table? Or maybe it's a crafting spot. Killer cap. No, that's something else. Build copy. Making copies. Let's do this. Mend. There's not a mending table, that is. Crafting spot. Well, items, that wouldn't be it. Pretty sure it's production. Stonecutter table, butcher table, And this is an electric tailor bench. This one right here. Yes, it is. Yeah, mend and recycle, mending kit, crafting. Yeah, that all makes perfect sense. Darn it, I just can't remember how this works. We'll look it up if nothing else. Wouldn't be miscellaneous, would it? Tailor cabinet? Oh no, that's an extra thing. Right. Maybe it's something we have to research. Oh, you know what? I bet that's it. Mending. We have to mending workbench. There it is. Okay, so we have to research it. How's about this? I was thinking about this earlier. Researching geothermal power is not a bad idea, but it's not exactly a priority. Maybe I should do other things. Mending would be nice, but maybe there's other stuff we could research that's a little bit more immediate, just because... What's death rest? Only lasts for several days. Huh. Construct buildings which accelerate the death rest coma. Huh, I guess that's a thing that like can power you up. But anyway, because we're actually doing pretty well power-wise, maybe I don't want to bother so much with more electricity stuff. We have solar panels, we have windmills, and we have batteries. So I don't know if we really need geothermal energy right now. So maybe I'd be better off putting that energy elsewhere. What's up, Show Dragon? Do I need a tip for the waste packs? I've actually never heard of waste packs before. We were talking about the mending stuff, but I just figured out that, yeah, the mending packs, we have to research mending and then use a mending bench. Makes perfect sense, but I'd forgotten all about it, so yeah. The toxic waste pack. Oh, that was the thing we heard about last time. Yeah, that's under... Let's see, available? Yeah, the waste pack drop, right, yeah. No, we have not taken that on. None of the rewards really jump out to me, so it wasn't really something I was thinking I would do. I mean, of course, if we wanted to, we could just put them in a freezer somewhere. But if nothing else, yeah, one person suggests we just put them in a corner of the map and just let them fester, but I worry that they would slowly expand. Oh, not the quest then, or the mission. Okay, yeah. So, because that's the only thing I can think of with waste packs. So if there's something else with waste packs, I'm definitely down for suggestions. But yeah, I was thinking that was the only thing I had in my mind. Toxic generator, or when you use mechs. Is it a thing I have to... Yeah, waste pack atomizer. So I'm guessing... Oh, so it's a biotech thing. Because as you can tell, I'm real early in on research. It's not that okay. Oh, what's up, Jet? Good to see you, buddy. Because yeah, we're really early on with research and just the colony in general. I wonder if there's something else I should be researching. Because yeah, I was thinking about how... the researching more power generation is not a bad thing, but I'm not sure it's all that useful. A lot of stuff to research in the expanded vanilla stuff, but nothing that I really want to mess with right now, at least. Advanced computing, yeah, a lot of these, I'll probably stick mostly with just the main stuff. Simple turrets, yeah. So let's stick with the main stuff. I mean, we were talking about getting into beer brewing. That would help our colony start to get happier. Bridges would be nice. Bridges could... Well, we already have some bridges, but we could do more. More fancy drug production would not be a bad idea eventually. I remember there was something I was thinking about not too long ago. I mean, fertility procedures. Right, that's for biotech, obviously. I mean, microelectronics would open up a bunch of shit. So, I don't know. Maybe we just stick with geothermal power. We're halfway through it. But I'm just thinking that it might be nice to expand elsewhere. Can you talk for 5 minutes? Do you mean like on Discord? I don't really want to mess with it, honestly. I mean, if it's something that you think I should really look into, I could just do some research on my own. I'm not too worried about it. The waste pack stuff, because yeah, if it's not relating to the quest that we got, and it's not relating to, I know you said it's something that is, what was it? You get it when you use the toxic generator or when you use mechs. Because I'm guessing it is a what's the word? A byproduct. It's a byproduct of certain equipment and certain technology, and we are far away from having to worry about that kind of stuff. So if you're talking about like just for future reference, knowing how to handle an inconvenient and economic and ecologically unfriendly byproduct, then yeah, it's just not a huge thing I'm that worried about right now. Later on, I would probably be worried, but as you can tell, we're in a desert colony. It's a desert colony, and as you can imagine, crops have been very scarce for us. And this is my first colony that I've played, that I've started in about 2 years of having not played this game. So what I'm getting at is I'm not sure this colony is gonna last that long. I'm gonna try. We're trying to make it work. The thing is, for this start, I intentionally chose a random starting location. with random starting colonists. So there was very little in the way of planning for this colony. Also, see, Eliana is sick, which is a little bit surprising. Why is she sick? Chronic stomach disorder, that would do it. You have a mech link using mechs, then it's worth it. Yeah, well, that's the thing, though. Like I said, we are very far off from being able to use mechs. Whoops, wrong button. Just because we're so early on in the game. So, like, let's see, is mech stuff something we have to research at some point? Yeah, basic mech tech. Standard, high, ultra. Even get that research we would need to do... Let's see, oh, excellent. Oh, I guess we already have what we need to start it if we wanted to, but to be able to then start building into mechs, those would use resources we definitely don't have yet. We have no ways of creating components, and we're down to... How many components right now? Oh shit, are we out of components? Oh, we might be out of components. So, that right there might be, we have 7 left. Look at the smaller mechs. Let's see. Whoop, wrong button. So the smaller mechs, that would be standard mech tech. As the basic stuff, I guess, because yeah, that would be no design to sow and harvest crops, which is nice. Computer that does stuff, blah blah blah, yeah. So machining tables would of course be necessary. Understandably. Does it say what you need to build these things? As again, we don't have I'm assuming components would be required. And that right now is an issue for us, because we have 7 in the entirety of our colony. We don't get a lot of sellers, of merchants that come by. And just market value. It doesn't tell us how to build them. Rectoid. Production, biotech, yeah. This wouldn't be the standard stuff. Signal chip. Study of a signal chip. Interesting. Gestator, is this the thing you need? See, it glows. A tank of mechanite-rich fluids. Making lightweight mechs. 50 steel in a subcore. Okay, well that of course becomes the question then of what the heck is a subcore. I'm guessing it's this thing, or it's just an encoder for subcore. And produce them, okay. And you can make higher tier ones as well. Market value. We have to highlight over things for it to show us how to construct it. Construction level 4. I just don't know what materials it takes. And 2 of the things. What are the things? Things you don't have much of? Components? Because yeah, that's what it ultimately comes down to. So yeah, those are the kinds of things that would require, I think, fabrication. So we can fabricate our own components. And we don't have a ton of steel. And again, this is a desert map, so extra like compacted machinery and extra steel is not exactly an abundance right now. Pretty soon we will start to get to the point where we'll be able to venture out and harvest some stuff from the ruins that are left out here. That'll be nice. But we'll need to wait until after winter ends, because we really don't have the equipment to do it just yet. Desert is hard. Yeah, desert's real hard. It's my first time trying a desert colony, and my first time, like I said, playing this game in about 2 years. So it's biotech for the first time and ideology for the first time. Now go, why are you cleaning sand? In dirt. I guess he just wants to go cleaning, although that might be a sign that I need to shore up the home zone a bit. I mean, maintaining these are important, but we don't really need to maintain this thing at all. Yeah, I kind of screwed up by claiming those things earlier. Started wasting a bunch of time cleaning areas where it doesn't really matter. And I see we finished our mining operation here. It's kind of a strip mining operation. We still have a decent bit of slate left over. 10 slate chunks. That'll translate to enough, probably, to finish this stuff. It's kind of expansion that we're working on out here. Once it's fully encased, I'll be able to take out this wall, but I don't want to build it or remove it just yet. Okay, cool. No, I appreciate the offer, Dragon. Show Dragon. Gotta pop back in yours. Yeah, no, totally understandable. I do appreciate the offer. I usually tend to kind of err on the side of not a whole lot of extra help, but sometimes I do have questions. It does happen. It does happen from time to time. So, hopefully if all goes according to plan, we'll be... Oh, ancient mech. What's this? An intact transponder. Speaking of mech-related activities and technologies. Valuable information. Smashed and fused into a big old piece. Incendiary weapon cells. Oh, this thing. Yeah, I remember seeing that previously. It's glowing with an ominous aura. So, yes. If we were to harvest that thing, we'd want to make sure to clear the space around it, because it would probably explode big time. Johnson says, I'm going to eat this right out here. Pod car. Yeah, a lot of these you have to destroy to harvest the materials. It's not just a matter of deconstructing them manually. You gotta shoot the shit out of that thing. Or I guess slice the shit out of it. That works too. Last time we were also trying to get this temperature up. What's it set to right now? So we're gonna raise this one up. What's this? What are these all at? 108, I think. Yeah. Raise that to 108. Because the idea is we want to get this to a very hot temperature. I'm actually going to remove the dog from being in here, because the dog's probably not going to be very comfortable with that kind of heat. Let's define a new zone, shall we? So right now, I guess for one thing, right now I can go ahead and expand indoors, the indoor zone, to say all this now. That's all fine and dandy. But I think I'm going to make a new zone. We'll call this one indoors. We'll call this one pets. And for the pets area, we're going to say, I mean, this is all pretty good. It's all pretty good. Maybe not quite that far. Whoops, wrong button. Maybe not quite that far. Maybe not above, necessarily. But, like, this is all pretty good. And maybe even... get up to the door. Well, I think that's good. So now, with that, for our pet buddy, you train him to attack. I don't really think I should train him to attack. Not a very ferocious puppers. So you are in the pet zone. Get your ass out of there. Yeah, get your ass out of this, which is going to be a very uncomfortably warm area. The idea... There we go, growth rate 130%. The idea is we want these eggplants to start growing real fast. We're talking real fast. It says needs light level... So for whatever reason, this one isn't very good. It's kind of surprising. Oh, because nothing reaches that one. Oh, okay, so there are a few spots where things aren't being reached. These are all good, but there's like a few here that are not growing very fast like. So let's look at the power differential. I mean, the batteries are getting slurped a little bit. And maybe having the geothermal thing, maybe geothermal energy will be worth it, because now that I'm looking at this, I was thinking we had like a crazy abundance. Of course, once this can be deconstructed, still kicking myself for not noticing this, but once this can be deconstructed, this will help a lot with energy generation. What was that? That's under... So, active. Construction. One more day of the monument being there, and we'll be all set. But what I'm pondering, are you pondering what I'm pondering? What I'm pondering is if I should build maybe just one more wall sunlight. 600 watts is not a small amount. Or should I just move that, actually? Because look at that, it's not very efficient, is it? This one here and this one here. There's a lot of overlap. That one's good. That one's good. That one's good. Let's move this one up, maybe. As basically, as long as it covers at least... Yeah, let's do that, actually. Why did I not think of that sooner? So maybe like right there. We did that because if I pause... So as long as it reaches these... Or actually, no. It needs to reach these two. Okay, so actually maybe not quite that. Yeah, it needs to reach here. Here, like this kind of little area right here. So right there. Right there might just work. Or I could even go one deeper. Because that one has enough coverage. Yeah, let's go right there. Because this one has enough coverage for all this. We don't need double coverage on that. I think that'll work. I think that'll get us what we're looking for. That I'm going to build another sunlight, wall sunlight, because those things are expensive. Now we're still chipping away at this. For mining operations, I'm actually going to go ahead and triple speed it for a bit. For mining operations, I think I'm going to leave like this kind of middle column here, because I don't want to go too silly with risking cave-ins and see how deep this is going, right? So I think what I will do is I'll leave this wall here and pretty much take out everything else. Cargo pods of apparel have dropped nearby. Here they are. A medium dinosaur's hide sombrero and a pigskin t-shirt. Cool. Thank you, Randy. You're too good to us. Freaking weirdo. Okay. Yeah, I'm assuming the dark color means that it's... Yeah, overhead mountain. Yeah, a rock roof versus a mountain. We're right next door to an honest-to-goodness mountain. One thing I could also do is, instead of just having... At one point I was considering just leaving this wall here. I think what we're going to do is we're going to build a column in the middle. And then we're going to knock down this wall. Once this is all finished, that is. I don't have a lot of stone blocks right now. In fact, I have no stone blocks right now. It's all going towards this project. Guava's going for some mining. Oh yeah, I'm gonna put Guava back on a regular schedule now. For sleeping, she gets 2 hours, right? Everything else work until the last 3 hours. So Go is no longer in a flirting frenzy, as fun as that was. Him and his wife fucked each other silly, which is great, and I'm very proud for him. Yeah, I'm kind of like... I'm wondering more about... I'm still wondering what we want to do with this space. Because... Oh, and like I said, we never actually moved this bed. That's still kind of an incomplete situation here. But... We have this vent... Oh, yeah, we have this ventilated. Good. We have all these ventilated. Oh, man, I could have just put one... Well, actually, never mind. That was going to be an issue regardless. But if I wanted to do the hallway strat like we have here, I mean, we could still do it. It's a pain because we can't build anything on the soft sand. So it wouldn't be a complete room. Yeah, it's like can't build anything here. So it'd have to be, it'd be really weirdly shaped. So I think we're not gonna have a hallway. I build further out maybe to compensate. We could build, well, not really, not that far out. It could just be a weird shape. I feel like that's gonna bug me, you know, the fact that it's not gonna be quite, the fact that it's not gonna be quite gridded out in a consistent kind of grid pattern. Not a deal breaker, but yeah. I like it when it's all uniform. So if I'm kind of building out a hallway in one direction, it makes sense to go the other. By the way, those eggplants are doing a good job. Let's just look. Let's go back to normal speed. Pretty good, right? That's pretty good. So some of these are gonna get lost in the mix a bit. We have a lot better coverage now. Like, this is all good, that's all good. We have kind of a strip in the middle, kind of a middle strip here, that are just not gonna grow hardly at all, because they're not getting enough light. One thing to consider too, how much is a sun lamp draw? I know it's a lot. I know a sun lamp does take a lot. The temperature? No. Production? Power? Lamp. Sun lamp. So, constructing it is one thing. It takes 2,900. And each one of these is 600. So we have 4 of them. 1, 2, 3, 5. So 5 times 600 is 3,000, right? I'm not mouthing that incorrect, am I? Man, maybe I should have just done this. Of course, it doesn't have the reach, though. It's got a pretty good reach, but not a great reach. Yeah, it really wouldn't be worth it to make another one. Like, to make another lamp. I don't think if there's another thing I could do here, because, yeah, we really can't move this one. I move this one up. Lose that. Well, that's so bad. Move that up. If we move that up, we lose this kind of sliver, but maybe that sliver's already covered. That sliver is not covered. Okay. We move this one. We would lose 1 square there. I'm trying to find the most optimal approach. Yeah, we would lose 1 square. We would gain those. Like, we would gain those 3 in the top here, and these are being neglected. I think we're going to do that. And this is exactly what we're going to do. So we're going to move this by 1. This up right there. So we lose this 1 space here. This one little corner guy. But ultimately, we gain are those 3 ones up top. Let's just reach all 4 of these. If it's here, only reaches 1 of them. Okay, so man, we're really splitting hairs, but hopefully it'll be worth it. 104 degrees. Yeah, it's enough temperature for sure. There's one thing that occurs to me. This diver's puking her guts out. We don't have... Oh, we got more of this stuff. Oh, did she drink some of that stuff? No, it's just morning sickness. I'm gonna tell people not to drink this stuff because it's just gonna make them puke their guts out. So yeah, we really don't have an overabundance of food like I was kind of hoping we would. We actually went through those vegetables real quickly. These eggplants need to grow in real fast. Also deconstruct this thing. It's taking up some space. Still real gross temperatures. We are getting on the final third of winter. Android is freezing. Android? You're an android? No way. She's not an android. She's like a plant lady. Android. That must be a bug. She is freezing and it's serious. Right, so Guava, I'm gonna have you not do any mining for a bit because you are struggling a bit. So you have you do some research instead. That sounds great. That means what I should maybe consider is getting her something nice and warm. We got a couple nice things, didn't we? These are tainted. Tunic. Oh, she's wearing that one fucking thing. Yeah, we got like a cool hat, right? A hat and another kind of shirt. I guess someone else is wearing it. Oh, she's wearing it. Oddly enough, it's not visible over her head, which is a little bit weird. Here comes the cool part, by the way. That part of the song. Maybe for a tunic that we made for her. What's your mood, Aliana? She's doing all right. Makes her sad when she wears tainted flak jacket. Non-Lutis style surroundings. Yeah, what we should do... Well, let's see. What do we have? We have spider silk. We could do heavy fur, that kind of thing. Diver's baby preparation. All right. She's due in less than 6 days. Build a birth room with a clean floor and a good bed. Skilled doctor. Okay, yep. So there's gonna be some prep work for this pregnancy. Not that I'm terribly surprised. Baby food, milk, or insect jelly. Presumably Diver will be able to breastfeed. I guess we'll see. One person for childcare. Yeah, that's pretty easy, honestly. So, a birth room. Ideally, one of these will become a birth room. Or we could just turn Aliana's room into a birth. It's like pretty clean as it is, right? Aliana or Go/Diver/Gendrix room. So that's fairly easy. 6 days though. We get wood out of that? That's surprising. Johnson's mining away. Hoping that this will be enough to provide supports. I don't want to have any cave-ins happen if I can help it. Very much like to avoid that. Getting animal filth. Animal filth. I'm worried about the puke that's everywhere, but sure. Yeah, Go's on a cleaning frenzy right now. And of course, Diver is extremely pregnant. 3rd trimester, so you know, she's moving a little slow. She's got a lot of work ahead of her. She's doing a great job though. Producing the baby. A lot of marble up here too, which I was not really appreciating. We'll use that to finish these floors. Good man, Go. Clean things up. Still so much blood from previous hunting things. And I check every so often, make sure there's no animal things that we're missing out on. How's the eggplants going? 25%, 25%. Growth rate 130 is good. It's 1/4 the way there. We've moved a couple things for what is hopefully a more optimal approach, because again, some of these are just not going to make it. Maybe a few here, they're not going to make it, but... Wait, didn't we say we're going to move that one up? Maybe it was already moved. Maybe it was down. We said we're going to move that here, though. We said we're going to move that there. Like, cancel the order? Yeah, so we're gonna move this to the right. Yeah. Maybe I changed my mind because I realized we were actually losing more than I thought we were. I think the honest answer is that it would gain so little, it's probably not worth it. By the way, has a day passed? I think a day has passed. Fast construction. Yeah, quest is completed. So now, all right, so we can deconstruct this then. And I will do exactly that. Deconstruct all this. Let's also... What am I looking for? There's remove floor. And remove ceiling too, actually. Remove floor. There we go. And then... zone, right? Remove roof. That's what we'll do. That'll get us some resources back, and more importantly, it'll unblock this dang wind turbine. That'll help. Flamenco is on the job. Diver, bless her heart, she's still constructing away like a fucking baller. So proud. Johnson's not feeling great. I mean, his mining skills are not very high, but he is amongst the best. Crazy, yeah, we just do not have any good mining people. Johnson and Guava. Guava's not very good either, but 3 and 5 are the best we got. That's just how it's gonna be for a bit. How's Guava doing happiness-wise? She's doing alright. Things considered. Is she happy now that she is not having to be a night owl in the daytime? I think she is. Or she's less unhappy, at least. I'm also noticing that the construction... I mean, maybe this is on me. Maybe I should have been a little bit more particular. But I'm noticing... I'm kind of surprised she did construction botch still. Her construction is 10. It's pretty good. But... oh, also, I just noticed. Did I remove Go from construction? No, Go is able to construct. I'm kind of surprised he isn't. For choosing not to. But yeah, I almost wish I would have had them focus on individual rooms instead of doing all of them kind of at the same pace. Because they're all going to be ready at the same time, give or take, but it'd be nice to have one thing ready. How many days until baby? She's due in about 5 or 6 days, most likely. She's shockingly happy right now. Still got that newlywed glow about her. And she's had a lot of sex, which is honestly great. Very happy for her. Having no downside for the fact that she is extremely pregnant. But 3rd trimester. Yeah, so some amount of 5 or 6 days, which is deeply exciting. Have we gotten over the cannibalism? I think everybody that indulged has recovered. Okay, except for Efemenko. She was the one that had to butcher the human. But it expires in 1 hour, so that is a level of sadness that is not guaranteed to last. Look at this, we got double generation going now with the wind turbines. Love to see it. Love to see it, man. This thing's at 34% for the eggplants, so we're 1/3 the way with the eggplants. We're out of meat. Ooh. Well... we have meals still, but these eggplants won't be done that quickly. Oh boy. Here I was thinking we were going to be in pretty good shape until winter. But of course we have 7 mouths we're feeding, so... We're gonna need more of a crop operation, a crop-operation, if you will. Or more wildlife, but again, it's the desert in winter. There's no wildlife to be found, ever. Ever, ever. We have enough food to last for another day or two, but we're gonna have to start buckling our belts and/or tightening our belts, that is, and/or doing more of the forbidden meat. So there might be more cannibalism tonight. I was thinking maybe we were gonna be alright, but I overestimated our crop abilities. Not terribly surprising. I keep forgetting we have 7 people in our colony. It makes me question if we really should have taken Engendric. Because he's still out for another 20 days. That's a season, and that's about a little bit less than 1.5 seasons. A season is 15 days. And I think when we first got him, he was at like 40 or maybe 38. So we're not even at the halfway point yet. The food you brought, yes, yeah, I think we went through all of it that quickly. I overestimated how long it would take us to go through it. We bought all their meat, though. We bought everything they had. So we did our due diligence, I would say. Almost done with this mining operation. We're getting a lot of slate coming in, which is good. We're almost researched fully on the geothermal energy, which would be nice. Still blows my mind that Diver is not only extremely pregnant in her 3rd trimester, but she is hauling rock chunks around, cutting them into stone blocks, and then using said stone blocks to build walls, all while being visibly pregnant. So none of us are allowed to complain. I think that's how it works now. Alright, we should do the ritual thing. Johnson is our speaker. A colonist holding a social role of first minister. Not participating. Yeah, he can't do it. Okay. Slate table is fine. The part I'm not so sure about. See, I thought this was how you filled roles. Role of first minister. Guess I need to figure out how you assign roles then, because I was thinking it was through these kinds of rituals. Let's see, yeah, we have a lot of roles not selected right now. What about first minister? Which I don't see on here. We have the first challenger. And Go is on a shoot frenzy. He will shoot very accurately for a while. Good for him. Proud of you, Go. See, if you check the bio for people. Maybe not so much for him. But other folks. Saying we need these roles assigned. I think Johnson is our leader right now, right? Oh, no, he's not a leader. Who is our leader? For a while there it was Diver, but I think she got switched out for somebody. See, if Mako is actually wandering, which means she's out of stuff to do. For one thing, she has no more things to cook. 50% on the eggplant, a little bit less. Less than 50%. It's not Go. Wait, is it John? Social of 1, it's probably not Johnson. But if it's not Diver, because it was Diver. No roll. Oh, assign role. Here we go. Okay, I said, all right, so let's create another ritual spot then. Forget how I can tell what someone's existing to. Yeah, no role assigned. No role, no role, no role. We have a leader. Yeah, oh, wait. Faction leader. Oh, wait. Do we just not have a leader anymore? I thought we did have one. Because it was Diver, but then it got reassigned. Kind of automatically. Darn it. There's got to be a way to look at this. This thing. Yeah, first challenger. Who is our first challenger? Anybody that happens to know how you look up who your leader is for your ideology? Because I think I have to have them be the one to initiate the ritual or something. God damn it, I can't remember how to do this. Unless it just got unassigned, which is possible. Well, actually, so let's do this. So we can't have Alyana do anything, but because she's not part of our ideology. Guava can. She's part of our ideology. So for those who are in it, who is our best crafting and social people? She's really good at social. Johnson is not capable. He's not in our religion. But these three are. These are our original three. It can't be Efamenko. Honestly, I think it's Diver. I think she's the one. Or Go. Social's pretty good. His crafting is okay. Okay. So it's under. So yeah, assign role. Becomes inactive when you only have one. Yeah, so we can't assign a first challenger. No role assigned. I guess that means we don't have first challenge. I could have sworn we had one because I really thought Diver was the first challenger. But she lost that title and I don't know why it didn't get reassigned, but for whatever reason I don't think we can manually do it. So now let's see. First ritual. Most jovial hooligan, incapable of understanding that not all times can be party time. They need twice the recreation time. Oh man. So when you assign these roles, it actually becomes pretty demanding then. Ooh, buddy. Yeah, I really don't think we have the ability. I don't think we should be doing these yet. His expectations go up. I mean, Diver's pretty happy right now, so maybe raising expectations isn't too much of a problem. But the party time leader thing is not a good idea. Convert, console, reassure. We'll give Diver this one. Yeah, changing of roles. Takes 2 hours. Except everyone's asleep right now. I wonder if it's just not worth it though. wake up once you start the ritual. Okay, so let's not do it right now. I'll wait when people are awake. One thing Diver's probably gonna... She already is asleep. What's up, Fafanu? Yeah, we will make her the holy diver. Out too long in the midnight sea. We almost got that geothermal stuff going in hot, which is good. Ayana's level... Dude, Ayana's gonna be a legendary researcher. Legendary intellectual. At the rate she's going. She has that genetic disposition towards crafting intellectualism. So she's incredibly valuable. That's why we want to keep her happy. Oh, and the temperatures... God dang. Even though we're reaching the end... The final trimester of winter... Those outdoor temperatures are just brutal, man. Desert's fucking awful. Desert sucks. This room is done, by the way, so we can do something with this room. I'm gonna say we're gonna move this bed up her. And we're gonna build a light there. And we're gonna have... Geothermal power has completed. Can you believe it? Wowzers. Gonna pause. All right, we'll go into regular speed while I'm looking at this. Yeah, ultimately we're gonna want power going down that whole wall, really. We knock out this wall. It's not gonna look very pretty. We'll probably go this way. Because we'll want the same thing in these other spaces too. Little wall light here and here. Well, we can't build them right now, but eventually. Eventually get those things built up. But yeah, for more research opportunities. So we got that geothermal power. We really don't have... I mean, I guess we could build a geothermal generator, but with so crappy... or such a crappy amount of component availability right now. I think I would rather us get into what I think is fabrication. So we can make components. We have... Here we go. Component assembly, yeah. That's going to take a minute. So microelectronics is the next major leap forward. Multi-analyzer and then fabrication. So yeah, components are very much kneecapping us right now. So let's do microelectronics next. That'll take us not very long. So... we would not be able to build an autobong. I got bad news, fellas and Cinderellas. No autobong for us. I know, I'm as broken up about it as you are, but we will persevere. What's up, Insig? The mechanoid... Yeah, well, as we all know, mechanoids are very good about respecting our privacy and adhering to requests that they not breach walls and such. They're very considerate. So if we build a big-ass wall and say mechanoids, we hang a little sign that says no mechanoids allowed, I'm pretty sure they'll listen to us. The Autobong dream shall remain just a dream, my friends. Sorry as I am to say it. The honest truth. Here we go, now Gendrick's gonna have his own room. It's kind of like a glorified medical room, kinda, sorta. What is that emote? Oh, that's delightful. Yes, yeah. We can't have our autobong. It's just not worth it anymore. Look how sad Diver is. Did we get all... oh, we did. Look at that. That was quick. It was very quick. And now, suddenly we have an excess of energy because we have not one, but 2 wind turbines going ham in addition to our solar generators. Love to see it, man. Love to see it. Yeah, once we get this door constructed, we have enough coverage now we'd be able to deconstruct this wall. There's this kind of segment of the wall right here. Wall lights, yeah, wall lights are kind of irreplaceable. I was willing to remove a bunch of mods that I had previously used, but wall lights, the thing is, like, a lot of the mods add some pretty nice conveniences that make the game easier in some ways, and wall lights are one of those cases where I will confess they do make the game easier. They really do. But, oh god, it's so hard to go back. I can't go back to how things were, where you have to build niches into your layouts to accommodate floor lights. It's just so much nicer now. So that's like a level of making the game easier that I don't really mind as much. 1 square of wall down. Oh, interesting. Really, I've never heard of that, because yeah, you can probably tell we have wall sunlights as well. You can grow things, and they've been very good. They've been very good, very useful. I wonder if I could move this one elsewhere. Like, I wonder if I should move this to be facing down, then move this one down. Because again, there's this kind of there's this very sad patch right here that's never going to do anything. Right here. It's 5 right here. If I were to move this, I wouldn't be able to reach as far though. Okay, that's why I did it that way. Yeah. Yeah, we'll leave it as is. It's fine. 6%. Yeah, starvation. Oh, wow, starvation is already set in then. Oh, that's not good. Because we are out of food, and these things aren't coming in fast enough. Yeah, I overestimated how quickly it would take for these things to come in hot, and I overestimated how long our food would last us. One in the black stone in the middle left, like around here. Stands behind where the wall is in lower left, down here. Grow rice. Well, the problem is that the soil is awful. Soil is very not good because we're in the desert. And I remember the description saying that rice is really, really temperamental when you two don't have good soil. So I figured I wouldn't bother with rice. But that eggplants, when the temperature is really hot, they'll grow even faster. That's why we have the temperature set to 107 degrees. In here, it's very balmy in there. Yeah, we got the fast eggy plants. Yeah, that's exactly it. They're the wall sunlights, which have been very good to us. Yeah, no wildlife. We haven't had any wildlife in a long time. And again, we're in the dead of winter right now. We'll leave it a little bit longer, but if nothing else, we do have another dead body that we could give the old choppity chop to and make some first meals out of. It wouldn't be the first time. And at the rate we're going, it probably won't be the last either. So we'll see. We'll see how badly it goes before... See, now it's the number of people that are starving it's just going more and more up. Granted, but we could. That would probably be the next step after that, is chop up one dead body that we have. Step after that would be the family dog. Much as I'm loath to do it, and I mean, and he wouldn't, let's be honest, he wouldn't give us that much meat either. It's a dachshund. So, it's not very large. Wouldn't be a ton of meat, but it's something. You're cruel. It's survival. It's RimWorld. Just how it goes, man. So we'll see. We'll see. I keep hoping we'll get more wildlife or something. But yeah, it just has not happened. I don't think anything has visited us in winter at all. And it's frustrating too, because winter really began about halfway through fall. Temperatures would regularly get like -15 Fahrenheit. Very, very predictably. Before winter even got here. Let the dog loose to eat the corpse? Well, no, we need the corpse. We need the corpse so we can eat it. and then we butcher the dog and eat that for the meats. So we would eat all of the things, really. The dog survives? Well, I mean, realistically speaking, this colony has got its work cut out for us. I mean, we definitely have our back to the wall on this one. Desert biome is already really rough. Major break risk because Alyana is fucking pissed. Is she, like, unfathomably hungry right now? Malnourished. I think it's time. I'm holding off as long as I can, but I think we're running out of options here. So, Efemenko, I'm gonna have you do the thing you probably don't want to do, but in fact, I think she has only recently gotten over the fact, yeah, badly malnourished. She has only recently recovered mentally from the fact that we had her butcher a human corpse. The good news is that we get to go again. Human-like corpses. All right, Efemenko, I'm gonna wake you up, rouse you from your slumber. Let's make it happen. Human leather for hats. We actually sold a bunch of human leather, as making stuff out of human leather would make our people very sad. Very sad. Time for the forbidden pork. The other white meat. So yeah, if malnourishment is happening, I'm sure Diver's having that right now, and she is very pregnant. So if there was ever a time to try to keep people not malnourished, that's a pretty big one, honestly. She is pregnante. Extremely. She's in the 3rd trimester and everything. I think we delayed as long as we can. As long as we could. But it's really inevitable, I would say. Alright, she's got it. She's like, I'm not gonna like this, but I'll do it. What about eating the baby? Well, that, of course, would require the baby to come to term. Let's not count our babies before they hatch, alright? We gotta take things one step at a time. Makes everyone evil. Well, the thing about this game is that it really disincentivizes you from doing horrible things. It allows you to do them, but it, like, fucks up your colony real bad. Because, I mean, butchering the corpse is gonna fuck up our people, and having them eat human meat, there's gonna be some psychological breakdowns. So it's not like the game is like, do horrible things because it's funny. They're like, we allow you to do it, but you will suffer the punishment as a result. So Efemenko, she has done what was necessary. She butchered a human-like. Time to make some food, Efemenko. You know what must be done, my friend. Sunflower, I'm not sure why the raid did not work. Raid notification. Like every other stream, or every 2 or 3 streams, I get raid notifications that just decide, you know what, they don't want to do anything. What's up, Sunflower? You know it's RimWorld because human meat. That's why. You know what's up. I'm gonna grab Diver. Oh, she's doing it. Good. She's already on it. That's how you know, man. You know desperate times, my friend. Sunflower, how'd your stream go, by the way, bud? First thing I hear is human meat. Yeah, you already know what it is. Sunflower's like, oh no, Alex, please tell me it's not gotten to that point. And I'm over here saying, Sunflower, I got bad news. Things are desperate. We have a lot of crops we're trying to grow. Growth rate 130%. We're getting there. We're getting there, but this winter has been brutal. We haven't had wildlife in our area in about pretty much not since like the latter half of fall. And our crops have been non-existent. We did get some radishes that came in because they grow really quickly, but it's just not enough. We have too many mouths to feed. We took in too many people. How'd your colony go? Or how'd your stream go, rather? Mountain Cult is progressing nicely. Very nice. Very nice. Do you have any clips you want to share? Liberty Sun. Oh my gosh. Powdered wig or powered wig. Trigger happy and a flintlock. Are you? Was he like evil? Like an evil son, or was he like a nice friend? Powered wig or powder? I'm gonna assume it's powdered wig. I don't know how you would power a wig. I guess I've never seen you powder a wig either, but in all fairness. Diver's still getting them stone chunkies. I see Guava is sad now because she's eating human meat. Like, dear God, what am I doing? Fuck's wrong with me, man? 8 human meat negative 20. Abhorrent, but it's better than malnourishness. Son of Liberty. It joined freely. Very nice. So it wasn't an enemy, it was a friendly. So look at the moods, man. The moods are just tanking for everyone except for Diver and Go. Go is a happy son of a bitch who's just... I mean, the fact that he's got that newlywed, what's it called? Newlywed glow, honeymooner glow about him right now. Diver's also pretty hot right now. She's doing pretty well. And she's doing pretty well despite the fact that she is like, yeah, she's very pregnant and it's probably like uncomfortable. She's handling it like a champ right now. Handling it like a champ for sure. Has yet to betray us. Oh, that's right. When somebody joins freely, there's a chance they could betray you. Right. Shooting 12. Shooting 12 is pretty good. That's pretty good. Efemenko disrespected Johnson's kindness. Look at that. So the sour moods are starting to cause other discontent right now. And look at that. We're already out of food again. The human meat reserves were brief. The next thing... I know Efemenko won't like it. I'm pretty sure Efemenko is Trip's master. So if it comes down to it, might have to butcher old Puppers and have him be our next food source. It wouldn't be human meat, at least. But it might have to come to that, man. We'll see. See, the wall light is built. It's odd that it's not on right now. Or maybe it is on. It's just not obvious. Construction, good job. Let's actually build one of those right here. We not enough power? No, we got plenty of power, that's for sure. Let's have a random trader stop by. That's what happened last time. We had a random trader stop by and they were very, very helpful. It's really, we just need to last till the end of winter. I was hoping the temperatures would start to warm on their own, and they're kind of starting to get there. I'm impressed our heal route has survived as long as it has. You could try the rice. But again, the not good amount of, or quality of soil that we have right now is kind of an issue. Not very well in poor soil. Yeah, this is not good soil. So that was the part that made me not so sure. We'll try it though. We'll try it there. We got more eggplants here. We could probably do something like potatoes there. So we'll see. Turn on when someone walks in. Oh, right. There we go. Yeah, because it's toggled now. Someone has to flip it on, I'm pretty sure. We could buy and butcher stuff. That would be hilarious and fucked up. Where the one trader is a human trafficker. Wouldn't that just be wild? I would actually consider selling Cindric. Because he's still out for a long, long time. That's a quandrum, or not a quandrum, a season and some change. Yo, what's up, Elocat? Yeah, if you're familiar with this game, Elocat, a mild amount of cannibalism probably won't make you blink an eye. You know what? That part doesn't really fuck me up too much. The idea that we might have to slaughter our pet, our colony pet, and he's a dog in particular, that makes me kind of sad. But desperate times, my friend, they call for desperate measures, as we know. By the way, Elocat, I loved watching you play some Diablo. It tickled my nostalgia bone excessively. And I'm looking forward to more Diablo 1, if you plan on playing it, that is. I was lurking for the second half of the stream, but it was fun getting to enjoy some Diablo fun times. I haven't played that game in a while. I've been kind of bummed about Blizzard's business practices and shit like that, so I haven't spent any of my money on them, and I haven't played any of their games in a while, but I have a real soft spot for Diablo 1. So that's my 1 weak spot. It's like I can swear off Diablo 2, I can swear off the Resurrected Edition, Not gonna buy Diablo 4 anytime soon, at least, if ever. But they got me on the Diablo 1. Yeah, you know what I'm referring to too. Some shit was not so good. Not so good back. I guess it was the news dropped like a year or two ago, I guess. But the leadership is all kinds of fucked up, honestly. So I just choose to not engage with it. See, Johnson is bored. I guess we don't have any more mining for him to do. I notice that this is off, which is kind of surprising, even though it is very much plugged in. Load him onto a caravan. Yeah, I mean, we could just eject him from the colony. I don't know. I feel like I've committed this far. It's the sunken cost fallacy, right? I've put enough time and energy into it. I guess we're sticking to it, man. A plant that doesn't wilt and doesn't die. I mean, snow beets. Yeah, I don't think I have that mod installed. We have a lot of plants. Look at this. The eggplants are starting to come in, sort of. 69%. 69% for eggplants is especially based. Yeah, I think we looked through these, and we didn't find any that thrive in cold temperatures. I think I looked through every single one, and was saddened to not find any, unfortunately. Why not spring for default? Yeah, I'm in the same boat. Same with Diablo 2 Resurrected, which is a shame, because I do love Diablo 2. But, of course, I still have the original. It's not like I can't play it, but, again, spending money on a Blizzard game right now is like, they're kind of fucked up right now. You can harvest them early. We could harvest them early. We wouldn't get as much. I'm gonna wait as long as I can, but yeah, we might have to spring for it. Beets not die, they just grow really slowly. Well, let's see if I have beets. Maybe I have them. Beet plant, skill 8. What, 10%? Oh, through winter, okay. You have to be planted during growing season is the thing. So I think that's why I didn't choose them earlier, because by the time we noticed this was going to be a problem, we were already past the growing season. We were like in the bottom end of winter. So that would be good for the future, though. Maybe we could turn those into beets. That little section down there. It's actually made of grass, too. That creature that is. Jesus, those are some impressive temperature. It's like a demigod at that point. So it's similar, yeah. Good, exactly. That's good to have for next winter. I wish I would have recognized the situation we were going to be in, because I've always heard people say that winter in deserts, and like nighttime in particular, in wintertime in like a desert region, can get very cold. I've always heard that, but I guess I never realized how bad it can get, because now that I'm in this video game, at least, it apparently gets excruciating, like negative 15 Fahrenheit. That shit's awful. Once this door is complete and that wall piece is complete, we'll be able to knock out this wall piece here, remove this old door, kind of open this up a bit, which will be good. There's nothing holding it. Yeah, it makes perfect sense. There's nothing to absorb the heat because it's all sand. No grass or anything, no soil, or very little at least. 68, 16, more 69 eggplant emoji, very nice. I think 70 is like the best right now. 72, 73, there's 71. So yeah, it makes perfect sense, but I had underestimated how bad it would really get. Now that I've seen how bad it really is, it's humbling, to say the least. Negative 20 degrees, oof, in Minnesota. Yeah, I mean, I'm in St. Louis. We get like 0 temperatures on a pretty regular basis in the winter, but not quite that bad. Guava is big sag. Why are you big sag, Guava? I mean, there's a lot of things to be sad about. She's freezing right now. Guava, why are you playing horseshoes? Get your ass inside, man. I'm gonna like have her be on recreation for a bit, because she is not having it. And she's a plant lady. She's a plant lady who is especially fucked up right now. It says she's an android, but I don't think she's an android. I think she's just a plant lady. Yeah, germline. Xenogerm. Oh wait, is she both? Is she a plant lady and an android? Well, don't I feel silly? Oh, there you go. Oh, Liberty. Oh, nice. I missed the comment that you both said. That's awesome. Yeah. Yeah, sharing one brain cell. I love it, man. Good stuff, man. Is it a plant droid? Ridiculous, man. But yeah, thank you again to Sunflower. And yeah, I see Sunflower says goodnight. Yeah, if you have to hop off, man, I totally get it. I know it's kind of late for some time zones in particular, but appreciate the raid, buddy. I appreciate you. And yeah, depending on how next in-game day or two goes, things might get a little interesting around this colony. With mental breaks abound, and I would presume probably some maybe more questionable cannibalism and such. Xenogerm, what's up, Street Halo? It's a solid name, honestly. It's a solid name. Respectable. She needs to get her ass inside. Yeah, I don't know how to tell her to get inside. I mean, I put her in recreation mode. Guess I could just tell her indoors. Like, get the fuck indoors, you weirdo. So I could just do it that way. And of course, starvation begins. I'm holding out as long as we can. I want this to grow as well as it can before we start harvesting things, because that'll ensure we get the most bang for our buck. And Lord knows we need some good bangs for some good bucks. Or good bangs for little bucks. Now she's just wandering. I'm having a really hard time closing up these last couple walls here for this facility expansion we're trying to do. They failed like twice trying to build this one wall. And I see that Johnson's working on the door. Now she's going. So now she's not seriously freezing. I don't know if they can die. It worse can, yeah, critical biocomponent damage. So it can be bad, obviously. What's it inside right now? It is 66. That's pretty good. I think it's pretty good. Insect says, you need a good bang, Alex. Well, I mean, if the price is right, my friend. Like, no guarantees, but a little something, you feel me? Go ahead and triple speed it. We're just kind of chilling right now. Diver, oh! Well, that is unfortunate. Yeah. That's not good. Yeah, I'm kind of surprised that is only a -12. It's bad, but like, I mean, I guess these two things are pretty horrible too. And she's still in a shockingly good mood, all things considered. Yes, man, we really got to get these people some food. I'm just worried if I harvest these now, I'm worried we're going to be right back in the exact same situation a day later. So I'm holding off. Until more people start starving. If we would, realistically speaking, we got the notification that she was starving. It was, I think, it was a couple minutes ago. It was like some in-game time ago. If we would have had them immediately harvest the moment it said starvation for Diver, then I'm not sure we would have been able to cook the food in time, honestly. It toughens us up. I mean, the good news is that can always try again, obviously, but still, I worry about the mental drain that's gonna give for poor Diver. And Go, for that matter. That probably makes him sad, too. Yeah, it makes him sad, too. But really, they're the two happiest, candy-assiest colonists in the colony right now. Despite their, like, horrible sadness, they've also been married very recently to each other. The 8 human meat thing is very temporary. That's 9.8 days, and that's probably also about the same. So they're still doing all right, but I mean, who could blame them for being a little sag? But yeah, there's more starvation. Yeah, basically once... Is she malnourished in particular? Badly malnourished. I'm kind of surprised that it only just recently started saying starvation, but I think it's because, yeah, her body is taking in more... was requiring more food. So we're gonna do this then. So 72. What are the best ones? 73. 73. Let's harvest a few of these. Gonna harvest a few of them. And see how much it gets us. We're gonna have Johnson do it. So we're gonna say harvest. It's at 74. 74. 74. Let's see how much that gets us. Android overheating now. Overheating? What the fuck, bro? It is 66 degrees in there. What is going on with Guava? She's sleeping. Johnson's not an... Is he an android? He is a baseline... Okay, this must be a bug then. He's not an android, but he is overheating because he's in a really hot place right now. Despite the fact that it's -4 degrees outside, it's 102 in here. So, we'll cook some meals. And it's not going to be much. Yeah, it's very, very little. Because everyone's always starving. I mean, it's definitely going right now. I mean, a lot of people are starving, obviously. But I remember specifically it dinged and it was only Diver for a bit. So she only started starving fairly recently. We need to have Diver eat this, actually. Reserved by Guava. Too bad. Guava, you're going to have to wait. We need Diver to eat this. There we go. So it was very recent. But in a situation like this, everyone really is starving. What's up, Elgaso? We got the eggplants coming in hot, but we're trying to battle starvation for as long as we reasonably can, because these eggplants got quite a ways to go before they're, truly, truly done. Only a few days left in winter, but the temperatures would not lead us to believe otherwise. I was hoping by now spring would start to kind of sprung a little bit. But it's yet to happen. How's Jendrik doing? He's probably badly malnourished as well. Yep. Stomach hurts like never before, he said. Well, let's go ahead and harvest some more then. People are badly malnourished, that's enough reason to try this. Trying to hold on as long as we reasonably can, but it's a 77, that's a good one. See where that gets us. And that last one too. Johnson's on the case. As he's probably not the only one who's experiencing major starvation. Johnson is also at his limits. Because he is also malnourished, and of course he's hot in here. It's real freaking warm in that space. Fertility sensitivity. I don't think anyone's mentioned it to me. It's a phrase that sounds familiar with the biotech stuff, right? Is that under... Probably bio, right? Or health? Health, maybe? Fertility, here we go. Fertility, okay. So, yeah, I'm guessing there's operations to... Yeah, or actually maybe we don't know them yet, but... I know there's technology that can change it around. Oh, the plants have fertility sensitivity. Fertility requirement. So 100%, how sensitive it is to soil fertility. Or slow and poor soil, but faster and rich soil, yeah. Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. I would imagine rice is the same. And beets are probably lower, right? Beets are the same. Fertility requirement is actually higher. Oh, maybe we actually can't plant beets then. It requires 110%. I know the temperature is bad. 100 is the standard. So the lower is better, yeah. Galatros. That sounds familiar. Ravenous appetite. Related to Thrumbo, maybe? Yeah, I remember this guy. I love this picture. Fucking badass. It's food? I mean, it's something. These things are fucking dump trucks with how hard they hit. They probably have a lot of health. Probably take a lot to bring down. Yeah, lower fertility sensitivity. I remember we looked through a bunch of stuff. Bunch of plants. Let's look through them again though, because there's a chance that Maybe there are plants. Oh, here we go. Yeah, I should have just planted agave. I wish I would have noticed that sooner. Yeah. Yeah, let's plant agave here. And see if we can still get away with beets, because I think having beets makes sense. Yeah, thanks for pointing that out, Ogal. So that actually is super helpful. Allspice, well, that's more for that's not like a food item. That's more of a condiment. So 80% there. Yeah, I wish I would have thought about that sooner. 70 for bell peppers. Yeah. So actually, yeah, I think we will maybe do bell peppers here. Let's do that one. In the meantime, we've made some meals. Who else is starving right now? I know Guava's eating right now. Go is probably gonna grab that one. He's gonna feed that to Jendrik. That's good. Potato is the... Oh, really? Potatoes? I thought potatoes would actually be a little bit higher. Potates. Wow! Goes to fucking show, man. I am legitimately surprised. Pleasantly surprised. So these will be taters. Of course, they're slow to grow, obviously. That's the downside. It's a freaking whale. Yeah, look at this thing. Look at this fucking unit. Even in this overworld view, he is domineering and a little terrifying. 840 meat. Galatros meat. I just don't know if we could take him down, man. We don't exactly have the bestest of weapons. We don't have bad weapons. We have pistols and shotguns and a couple of rifles. He has artillery. Oh, that's terrifying. Explosive ranged attacks. It ranged attacks. I was not expecting that. I figured melee. 40 damage. Because of a weapon that he deals, that he has. Including melee DP. Ugh, Jesus. I think it would be a bad time. If we picked a fight with this guy, it would be a losing battle. Maybe tame him and slaughter him. It's a fair point. What's the tame possibilities look like? Tame field 30%. We have an okay animal guy. Johnson's our okay animal guy. 11 is good. But that 30% chance of a fail, it would be a risk. And fortune does favor the bold. Could eat our plants. Well, the good news is it can't see these plants, and there's no plants out here for him to eat because we're only just now getting into not horrible temperatures. They're still not exactly growth friendly. But I suspect he'll just be schmoovin'. Don't have food to tame with. Good point too. Yeah, you need some kind of morsel to try to tame him. So now it's just Alyana who is starving. She is moderately malnourished, so we have a very small amount of wiggle room. By the way, we can start to deconstruct some things. So actually we're gonna say this wooden wall, this door. Open that up a bit. That'll give us a little bit more space. Because we don't exactly have a lot of marble right now, but eventually we'll get more. Let's do that much. Oh, we can also deconstruct this. Open that up as well. Yeah, these are things I was holding off on doing until everything was closed off. Rice is fast, corn is the best yield, is potato. Yeah, that's pretty much the Holy Trinity, honestly. A family bucket. You mean a bucket full of family members to feed this fucking unit over here? He's a big boy. He's a hungry boy, although he's been pretty well fed recently, which is good. Hydroponic. That's what I was trying to think of. Thank you, Augusto. I was trying to think of what was the thing I wanted to switch the research to. Hydroponics. Yeah. I should have researched this sooner. I forgot this was in the game, but I remember thinking at one point earlier this afternoon, I was like, I should look into a thing that lets you grow crops indoors properly versus kind of the bootleg way we're doing it right now. Right now, we're having our boys and girls research what's it called? Microelectronics, I think. But let's do hydroponics. It's quick, relatively. It's quicker. And it might be a bit late for us to like get full use out of it right now. We're about to enter into spring, but still, it's a good idea. We need something quick. Yeah, well, that's the thing. We find ourselves in situations where we need things quickly. So I think that's... I honestly, I should have done it sooner. I should have thought of it sooner. I should have remembered it sooner. Good to see you rationalize. Hope you're doing well, buddy. As you get, you've probably pieced together. Things are a little trying in the colony right now. Food scarcity is becoming more and more of a problem, but that's part of the joy and struggle of RimWorld. I mean, RimWorld is most interesting when things are not going smoothly. Based on when I am watching a RimWorld stream. That is oftentimes a thing that makes it hopefully enjoyable. Also, I forgot this tab exists, which is really nice for quickly comparing weapons, their stats and their range and all that jazz. That's kind of nice. Growth cycle is so long. Right, yeah, you're kind of putting all your eggs in that one corn basket. And I don't know if there's anything that makes blight more or less likely. I think blight is one of those things that, like, the most well-maintained crops, it can just happen. So I'm not so naive to think that I would be able to prevent it. By the way, another planet-bound shuttle. This means more corpses, maybe. Let's see how it looks. Bam! We have 2 survivors. 1 dead guy and 2 survivors. Gast the mailman, Rajiv, and Kristen. They have no faction. 17 hours and 9 hours. They could be more. They could be. They also have gear, which could be legitimately useful. They got joints. They do not have food on them, other than the meat on their bodies. Hippopotamus leather military uniform. What a wild thing to read. Yes, they could be 3 food sources. Stat-wise, everyone's alright. Nobody is incapable of anything. Man, I'm sad because we could really use some capable bodies to do things. But also, we just can't survive. We can't feed the people we have right now. What's up, Farsight? Escobar had one? Because, oh, the hippopotamus, right. The cocaine hippos, who could forget? And this guy didn't make it because he would have been good for melee and construction. She's really good at mining. We do need some good mining people, and he's good at a couple of things, actually. Not very good combat-wise. We'd got 9 hours. How about the injuries? He's a little bit high right now, but who can blame him? I like how, all things considered, they're both feeling indifferent. He's in mind-shattering pain, but I'm indifferent overall. Indifferent overall, he says. 53 years young, 32. How far away are they? They're pretty far. 32, but 1,000, yeah. From a chronological perspective, he has been on this... He's been an entity for 1,000 years, but he has biologically only had 32 years of life, of active life. He was in quite a lot of transports then. And I was hoping that these would both be horrible. I think I'm more tempted to just take Kristen. Because good at mining, another good social person, good construction. Not that good, but pretty good. And could get very good at shooting. We already have a lot of good cooks and a lot of good crafting people. I know Efemenko's our current cook. He would start almost as good as her, and he would quickly get better. And that would free her up to do other things. She doesn't have a ton of other passions, though. Against my better judgment, I'm gonna take them both. I'm gonna take them both and see if we can just make this work, but we'll see. We'll see how this goes. There's a chance I won't be able to rescue them both, but I'll try it. So this will be our kind of a more or less a hospital area. So who is up right now? Who up playing with their worm right now? I see Go is awake. He's researching. I was researching. So Guava is like perpetually sad. We're gonna have Go. Diver's busy. I think I will actually have them both do the thing. So Go. I guess that's pretty far away. Let's get Kristen and then Guava. You grab Rajiv. One in, one out. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I'm considering launching Jendrik into the sun. I feel like I should have done it sooner. It's a bummer because there's possibility here, man. This guy is not bad, but again, it's a sunken cost fallacy thing. I've put so much time into keeping this man alive. It's only another 18 days. Only another 18 days. What I'm also tempted to do is just strip their bodies, and the off chance they don't make it, that we still get their gear. Insect says butcher. Yeah, there's a very real chance Rajiv won't make it. Also, for both of them, they are gonna get... I guess I can't select this until we rescue them. But we're not gonna be using medical supplies in them. We're gonna try with our hands. We'll see. If they fail again, yeah, I think it's probably okay if we try. If they starve to death, then, well, they didn't freeze to death. They didn't die of exposure, they died of starvation. If they starve to death, then they're not the only ones starving. We're all starving down here. One thing we should do is build some more beds. Another comfortable slate bed. Comfiest. Die out, then eat them. Well, that's the thing. We've butchered human bodies, but we've never murdered a human body for eating. So if push were to come to shove, yeah, we would rather have them die of natural causes versus us causing the natural cause death. Team effort starvation. That's right. That's right. We don't want them to feel self-conscious and be like, "Oh, I'm starving alone." At least you're starving with some friends. And that's what the real moral of RimWorld truly comes out to be. Wooden beds are better. I mean, you're not wrong. The problem is this is the desert, and wood has been pretty hard to come by. Now, we have had more cactuses. Actually, you know what? We have even more cactuses than I was thinking. You know what? You're right. You're absolutely right, Insect. For a minute there, wood was really scarce, but it's better now. I think we will do wooden beds instead. What I might do is maybe move the slate beds into one of these rooms and have one of these rooms be the dedicated prison. Could even have both of them be prisons, but for now, we'll have them be honest-to-goodness rooms. This be enough, by the way? Oh, I forgot Johnson still has this room to himself. I guess that's okay. Oh, right, yeah. For this one. Oh, okay, good. So we don't even have herbal medicines. That's fine. Wood is hard to come by. Ayo! Alyana is obsessed with corpses. She is broken inside. Time to dig up a corpse. Do we even have corpses? Oh, the mass grave, right. Is badly malnourished. Alright, so I think Guava, you're our social buddy. Try to talk to our girl. Where's Guava right now? Oh, she's gonna try to meet her halfway. Embrace it, Farsight, embrace it. So we can talk some sense into her. Oh, Raji. Oh, whoops. Bleeds out in 4 hours. Oh, and we're not actually treating this person yet, are we? Whoopsie daisy. So, who is our doctor person? I think it's a few people. So, Guava is the doctor person, the primary one. But Go and Diver can do stuff in a pinch. I'm gonna have Guava. After she's done calming Alyana, I'm gonna have her resume with Rajiv. And then tend to him and then tend to Kristen. I think we'll have time. Meat might just be back in the menu, boys. Yeah. Let's see if they're able to make it happen. This corpse obsession. I mean, the good news is the corpses might be well preserved. Failed to calm her down. Alyana says, I'm going for it. She's trying to relax, but you know it's not going to work. Well, if nothing else, like I said, we know we have one definite corpse, so I'm going to re-enable this, re-enable these two. It's not enough time for them both. I'm thinking she has 11 hours for her. We might be okay with this fella. Kind of curious. How do I have her drop him? Did she drop him? Yeah. 3 hours. Let's do this. Guava, I'm gonna have you strip him real quick. And then try to rescue him. Because we definitely want his gear. Minor break was for Guava. She's overheating. Oh, no. Johnson is overheating because he, wait, Johnson's overheating. Really? It's hot in here? It's 66 degrees. How are you overheating, Johnson, you freaking weirdo? Real slow. Alyana says, I'm gonna go grab some more corpses. Did she actually bring a corpse yet? Not yet. She's going to the mass grave, right? That is exactly where she's going. Let's see if Guava can do it all by herself. Putting a lot of pressure on you, Guava. No pressure. There you go. She's gonna try her darndest. Bleeds out in 2 hours. We'll see. Got a couple pretty bad cuts there. Kristen's in better. Not much. Oh, and she's freezing to death. Although, well, now they're warm, though. 63, 62. They'll be fine. Temperature-wise. Here we go. She says, look what I found, everybody! I did it! Johnson, I'm gonna have you rebury... Wait, hold on. Not haul tomorrow? Oh. They've all been emptied. Well, hey, one of these is actually still good. We could butcher this. We could butcher two of them. Look at this. She might have done us a favor here, actually. A lot of fresh, still frozen critters. So, meat might indeed be back in the menu. This might have been the best break we could have expected, honestly. I'm not surprised I can't rebury, unless the basic gist is that I can't rebury. Oh, she's still hauling him. Oh, okay. Now she's not. Okay. Not haul, no empty space. All right, how's about this? What if because I can apparently maybe haul. What if I do this? I have a zone right here. Or actually, even better, right here. I do it this way. And this one says fresh and rotten. Corpses. Just corpses. And I guess cocoon. No, just corpses. Now, what say you now, Johnson? Haul her. Yeah, but I'm just kind of surprised we can't bury her. Unless it's because this is inaccessible now. Whoops. Oh, for some reason, human-like corpses... Oh yeah, stranger. So maybe they're not considered strangers then. Regardless, Johnson's on it. And Alyana's just chilling. Rajiv, how you doing, fam? 0.9 hours. Nah, he says, not great. Not great. Guava's doing her best. I mean, she's really good at medical. She's extremely passionate. Except she's not leveling up at all. Oh, I think that happens when she completes something. I mean, 5 hours. Bar's going real slow. Yeah, so that might not happen. Is the other one bandages? You mean the other person here? Oh, bandage. No, she is not. This Guava was trying to rescue them both. So we lost that one. Well, time to haul that one out then. It's an easy solution. Or butcher him. Efemenko is gonna butcher... You're gonna butcher that one? Alright, I mean, I'm not gonna stop you. She has a peg leg, does she? Oh yeah, she does. How about that? An installed peg leg, 60% efficiency. Good for her. Think we're gonna lose both? I don't know, I mean, 7 hours. You really think we're not gonna be able to treat her in 7 hours? It was at 2 hours for this guy, so that was... unfortunately, it was kind of down to the wire. I was thinking maybe we had enough, but it was not enough. Good thing we stripped him down. And some pretty good stuff here, actually. Bring all that inside. The storage space. You're right. Let's expand. Oops. Eggplant has died from rotting? Rotting, you say? Is it like... What's wrong then? An 84, yeah. Growth 130%. Would have been this one right here, I think. Is it because the soil isn't good? Kind of surprising. Because I didn't harvest it fast enough? Well, it's not ready for harvest yet. Oh, I bet it's these four. Yeah, maybe what I should do, because yeah, that's going to continue to become a problem. I think it's going to continue to dog us. So let's do this. Shrink zone to exclude these spots, I think. Because I think these spots, they are just outside. Yeah, you can see right there. They're just outside the sun lamps, so nothing reasonably can grow there. So that's probably what it is. Yeah, those four, yeah. Because yeah, it makes sense that maybe if you didn't harvest it, but it's like, well, they're not even ready yet. They're not even ready to be harvested, so that's probably it. 45 seconds? 7 hours is 45 seconds? Really? I thought 7 hours was like a few minutes. Because, I mean, it said 7 hours and she's almost done. Well, she's getting there. Exhaustion for guava, probably, yeah. Oh, okay. I was gonna say, like, Jesus Christ, is my sense of scale that fucked up? Surely I'm not that mistaken, right? Haul those things and that'll be good. No storage. Oh, right, because I didn't actually finish this part. Need to get a better storage situation figured out at some point. This is okay for now, but it's not going to be a good long-term setting. It is always short. Yeah, I mean, the 2 hours was shorter than I thought it was going to be, so now she's no longer dying. She'll be okay. Major breakfast for guava. So we got the food now. And the doggy is happy. Yeah, we got the food coming in hot. Yeah, if it was triple speed, then yes, that makes perfect sense. There's probably more than Efemenko can grab then. Still hauling some stuff. In fact, what is Efemenko doing? Disliked xenotype. I'm not one of the good types, she says. Interesting. A little bit of mind-shattering pain. Bing. Once things calm down a bit, we have quite a bit of... Oh, we have these things too now too, which is good too. So one of these could be Kristen's room if she survives. And does not have any... Oh, look at this, this thing broke down. And doesn't suffer any infections or anything. We'll see. But in the meantime, yeah. Building like a storage area wouldn't be a bad idea. Like a proper storage space. Was close to doing it. Was close to doing what? The, Oh, looks like insults are happening. Just a spare bedroom if nothing else. Yeah, that's a fair point too. I mean, eventually one of these is going to be a prison. or a dedicated medical area, but I guess this is the dedicated medical area for now, just because Gendrick is in here forever. So yeah, that's a fair point. We could just use one of these things. Just not a lot of space, obviously. It's better than nothing. Oops. So copy that. Just that. There we go. And... well, yeah, again, we have quite a bit of slate now. Much more slate than I thought we did. We have 169, which is pretty good. What's wrong with him? He has the thing, paralytic abrasia, I think. Abasia. It was like 40 days, so we've passed the halfway point, but still, thing takes for fucking ever. It's pretty rough. But we knew ahead of time. I knew what I signed up for, but I thought maybe it wasn't going to be as bad, but then I underestimated Guava's out. Just as, I'm fucking done. So who is our next backup doctor person? Would be Eliana. Actually, Diver and Go are both quite good. Go, I'm gonna have you... rescue Romance? No, can I rescue Guava? Oh, she's... okay, she's not, like, in need of rescue. Okay, never mind. Finish her. No, just go ahead and tend to her. Bloop, do that. Oh, is it in the kitchen? 46? That's not too bad. It's not comfortable, but it's not horrible. Tiny kitchen. You think it's too hot? Or are you saying it's too cold? I mean, it's not comfortable. Temperature. Yeah, it's not great. Oh, it's because it's not ventilated, right? Yeah. I think I see what you're saying. I guess I never really noticed that before, because yeah, even in times where we were cooking a lot, it was never really an issue. 53, I do see it's going up though, yeah. Yeah, if you're cooking a lot. I mean, the door is opening and closing so much. Have you had problems with this before? Maybe vent into the fridge. I bet you're probably speaking from experience. Let's go ahead and do that then. Would it be better to vent from outside? It would spoil the fridge? Yeah, that's a good point, actually. Let's vent outside. It's just gonna make it... well, I guess it's gonna always be kind of uncomfortable is the thing. I guess if it vents outside, it's gonna be uncomfortable no matter what you do. Yeah, I guess it's... that at least is something. Oh, wait, shit, what are you doing? Deconstructing slate wall. No, 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 don't do that. There we go. Do his thing. That means it's gonna be cooking outdoors temporarily. Gendrick is starving. I see Guava is up now. Consuming simple meal. So many meals now. We're doing so good. 91% on the eggplants. 94 in some cases. And everyone's moods in the toilets. Finally, Go and Diver are starting to feel a little bit sad. Once this plus 40 expires, they're gonna be real bummed. I'm gonna suspend this for a bit. Until obvious desperation times are upon us again. But for now, we're doing alright. Kristen got her stuff fully bandaged up. And can I see the percentage? Maybe the percentage is non-existent. A crack. Oh, here we go. 22. That's not horrible. 32. For not having any medicine, that's actually not half bad. You can always close the vent. Good point. So yeah, if the temperature's being unagreeable, that is always an option. And Guava try talking to Ayana again. Oh, she's not allowed outside. Right. Sorry about that, Guava. I forgot about that little detail. Try to calm her down. Have another corpse. We have several corpses, actually. I think we have like 3, right? 1, 2... oh, I guess that's the only one. The only 2. Cleaning corpse bile. It's weird that these are no longer considered not like stranger corpses. So maybe I need to do... I don't want them to be... well... Eventually, I'm going to want to bury these, but I'm guessing I'll need to say allow colonist corpses for this to work. Because this are obviously the mass graves are that's from a mod. Or I need to, yeah, I still couldn't get it. Or I'll need to, or all these hybrids, they might all be hybrids except for this guy. Not this person though, they weren't. Yeah, I can't remember. Oh, this is all tainted stuff, by the way. I shouldn't be hanging on to this because there's no porpoise. Flamenco's going on a smoke leaf binge because she ate human meat. We have 2. Be my guest. Remove corpse area from cleaning area. Corpse area from cleaning area. No, this isn't a clean. This is a stockpile zone, not a cleaning area. So this is like because they weren't. Because for whatever reason they weren't able to bury the dead bodies here, so I just put that as a stopgap. Just as a temporary deal. I could wake up Guava and have her try to calm down Flamenco, and I think I will try, actually. We will try. Major break risk, yep. Bing! Minor break risk, major break risk. Can't make up her mind, it's probably Guava still. She's probably still pretty sag. But yeah, I'm gonna say... I think there's a way to say not allow tainted. Yeah, there we go. So do not allow tainted. Here nor here. Successfully calmed down, nice. That should do it. So we'll just leave that out here. Allow tainted apparel out here. That's fine. So it'll just it'll rot until we can, I guess, recycle it. Actually, for that matter, what about this? No longer binging. Nice. We'll do forever, but specifically tainted apparel. And biocoded. Oh, whoops. Yeah, not clean. Guess that's the only thing. I'm not sure if that's gonna work. Okay, look at the. That's kind of cool. Look at the. Well, not really cool. It's kind of a bug, but some weird menu shenanigans going on there. Continue cleaning the area. And then they get the dead body debuff. Oh, you're saying that's considered home right now. Oh, okay. I thought I had removed it, but maybe it got re-added. So that's a fair reminder. Thanks for pointing that out, Insig. I'll double check. In the odd chance that it's still considered a cleaning area. What we really should do is bury those corpses. So yeah, we'll do that in just 1 second here. See, allow tainted, not clean. I think that's really the only thing. That should be fine. Yeah, let's see if that works. When you made the farm. Well, yeah, that's like I said, I had cleared it out. Oh, it looks like it did get re-added, yeah. That's a fair point. So let's remove that at least. And I'm gonna say for corpses, let's not allow fresh. And not and I guess allow, well, let's still not allow colonist corpses, but let's do all, okay, maybe not animal. Or mechanoid. But these two. Let's see if that's enough. You get the rotten things buried. When you made the stockpile just now? That must have been it then. Yeah, maybe that was what added it then. Because I know we had removed it. Like this, we'd shorted some of it up at least. Because I remember clearing up some of it. Because yeah, this was originally, uh-oh, depressive. Gendrick is, you're like, I guess being constantly bedridden will do it. Can't say I blame him. And a treasure, you say, in a destroyed vault. Some kind of unknown threat. I mean, we're not gonna do it. It's not too far away, but no, we got too much other shit we're dealing with right now. So I gotta get 6 meals. Kristen might just make a full recovery. She's still freezing. I don't think she's... Well, I mean, actually, she could be an android. Let's see. She is just a normal-ass person. She is not an android, but she is cold right now. 62 degrees. I'm guessing she'll just eventually warm up. Actually, she's not cold. You think it would like say, "Oh, I'm chilly right now." But I suppose one thing we could do is switch this, and then, well, let's wait until this gets moved in. Have this be Alyana's new bed because it's much more comfortable. We could do that, and then she is still... Okay, I was gonna say, eventually that's gonna wear off, right? Eventually. Looking for other slate beds we could replace, because, yeah, we have a decent... We actually have more wood than I thought we did. So we're not in a horrible position right now, wood-wise. Shrink that one down a little bit. So Gendrick is still starving. Guava, I'm gonna wake you up so you can do that real quick. To disliked food. Sorry, man, it's the only thing we got on the menu, although 94%. We're getting there. Slowly but surely. It's the last day of winter and temperatures are still in the butt crack of low temps. It's recycling things now. Good girl. Going on a recycling spree. What a homie. Because we have a lot of tainted gear. Android over... Yeah, it's weird. What it means is person is overheating. But I think the mod that I have that that adds the Android stuff, for whatever reason, the messages are overwritten. For like just general overheating. I think right now he's probably not overheating. But he was overheating because he would have been in the eggplant zone for a little bit. And it's like super hot in here. It's 106. 106 Fahrenheit. In fact, I wonder if that... I think the message might be bugged insofar as it's not going away. The message is like stuck, perhaps. This is Alyana's. Bloop. I think what we'll do is build another one of these in here. I think these two will be prison cells, so that means we'll switch this out for guavas. Bloop. Jesus, I'm going to rest in my weird-ass bed. Instead of max temp on the plants for the heaters. Well, the plan, or the intention was to make this really, really warm. You might remember that we get a bonus with eggplants, because they get that sweet, sweet 130% growth rate. Only eggplants get this, so it needs to be real balmy in there. Nice and sweaty. So that's by design. But the downside, of course, is that the colonist that has to harvest that stuff is going to be sweating balls. But that's okay. That is a sacrifice. That is their sacrifice that I am willing to have them make on my behalf. Hey, we got the Wii channel music, or Wii Sports music. Which is precisely how it sounds, honestly. Pterosaur skin. Man, I want some fucking dinosaurs up in this bitch. Oh, we got the Galvatros still. He hasn't left. I'm actually impressed. Alright, this guy, yeah. Anything cool? Oh, wait, don't strip him. Called a Tyrion broad wrap. I know the guy that made the game is called Tyrion. He looks so angry with the eyebrows like that. Big mad. Just allow those now. That's not as much of an issue. What do we research? Oh, right, yeah, hydroponics is the current research project. Have her still going ham on the slate. I'm almost tempted to just have her cool the slate jets, work on the marble ones instead. I mean, I say that though, we're always looking for more construction projects, and honestly, maybe I should go ahead and look at more now. Also, tattered apparel for Gendrick and Guava. Gendrick I can't do much about because I can't clothe him when he's in his bed. But Guava I can. Guava I can do a darn thing about. What does she have right now? She has shitty-ass apron. Oh, and it's tainted? I mean, no wonder. I'll probably have her do that when she wakes up. She has a bunch of tainted shit. Oh my god. Yeah, a bunch of not good stuff. Figure out a thing for the hydroponics. I mean, honestly, I figured I would just have this room right here. I guess I don't know what hydroponics looks like. Let's see what that would entail. It's a basin. It's for continuously. The power is cut, the plants will die. Oh, that's a new thing. Vanilla furniture expanded. Because this is vanilla. It's a 4x1 block for the hydro basin, so it's pretty small then, huh? Oh, you know, I can kind of see it. Yeah, it's a little strip then. Okay, that's actually not too bad then. Whoop. And Kristen has joined willingly. Nice. She'd rather stay than leave, and she's joining her colony because, and she's being strangely okay with the whole, you know, the whole mild cannibalism thing. Hydroponics is good. Well, I mean, I don't mean to rely on it, but desert. Desert's just how it is. Keep the soul available for the other food. Okay, so it would just go in another indoor area then. So in that case, yeah, so maybe that could maybe be part of kind of like a general expansion that I'd like to do. Also, we got eggplants. Honest to goodness eggplant harvesting. 99%. Good. And how much do we get out of this? We got 3 eggplants. Not much. Hopefully there's more where that came from, because that's not a lot. Yeah, just keep the soil open. Yeah, I think I see what you mean, which makes sense. 14 degrees. We're still got a ways to go for temperature times. Kristen, I see... Oh, actually, we're going to have this. Kristen, we're going to have you... not go there. I'm going to have you go there. There you go. You got it, girl. Go is... Oh, he's actually burying them. Good. I'm not sure. Oh, right, because we flipped the... We flipped the controls. Yeah, when it comes to construction projects, yeah, we can't really build anything here because the sand is too soft. But we can do kind of an expansion this way. So maybe we should do... Let's get these out of here. Oh, that's our wall. I think what I will do... Yeah, I think I will break these down, and we'll move them elsewhere. And realistically speaking, these don't really make sense anymore either. I guess this one is okay, but this one makes hardly any sense. You can strike that one too. And what we'll really start doing is... I'm going to leave the freezer as is, obviously, but I think we'll kind of expand this, like, rec space out of it. So... I was talking about this earlier. Let's get a column going. Kristen loves corpses. Intense pain. Alright, Guava, I'm gonna have to wake you up for a bit, girl. My apologies, but I'm gonna have you talk to our newest buddy. Major prick risk, probably for Guava. It's Johnson, actually, of all people. What was I doing? Oh, right, yeah, so... as far as spaces to go and such... Faction bombardment. Two unknown factions are just fucking each other up. Those kinds of messages aren't, like, helpful or anything. but they are interesting. Right, I was gonna do some pillars. Couldn't calm her down. Time for some cool corpses, although she might just straight up pass out before she even makes it. Maybe that was a mod then. I thought that was, I guess, structure? Here we go, yeah, columns. Yeah, not structure, not pillar, column. Just put one right in the middle here, because... Ooh, this is actually a bit of a risk already. Well, it's not too bad, but let's build a pillar there. Because, yeah, we're going to expand this for sure. Something like that. With another pillar. Get pretty much just right in the middle, I think. Well, except we're eventually going to knock that wall down, so maybe like right here. She'll get tired before... Yeah, I'm not worried. She's very injured and very slow and very hungry. But we have food now. Oh, look at that. That's actually those are pretty good yields. That's pretty good. If Minko's making some food, she'll be fine. She'll get over it. It's okay. One thing I need to do... I remember this screwed me up last time. Except this is going to be open eventually. So, yeah, because when that time comes, we'll just knock this wall down. Surprised they're starting on the wall and not the column. The column is construction, not crafting, so that should be okay. 22 degrees Fahrenheit is slowly, begrudgingly, is getting closer towards not being freezing, but still, it's got a ways to go. Oh, is Johnson having a break? No, they're just having a gab. The carry a bunch stuff, yeah, that I thought the same thing. I mean, those mods are really cool, but they make, I've heard people say they make the game too easy. So I usually steer clear of things that make it so that you can, like... Oh, looks like she is maybe making it. Maybe. We'll see. I usually steer clear of mods that increase stack size or increase carrying capacity because it's like, no. This is a balanced thing I want to maintain if possible. Kristen joked about lunchtime with Go. Oh, Go, I'm just carrying this corpse. Oh, it's lunchtime for me. You know how it is. Anyway, Elsie, I'm gonna go throw this corpse on the table and dance on it or some shit. They're like, oh, dead body. What the fuck, bro? And Go's like, oh! Actually, why is Go puking? Or maybe he wasn't puking. Maybe he was puking because of the corpse. So, Go, I'm gonna have you... oh, not strip. Haul her back. She's stanking up the place, man. You proud of yourself, Kristen? She is hungry. Said, I really wanted to haul that dead body, but now it has been removed. And Johnson's trying to train Trip. Although, do we really need... Oh, I guess that's fine. It's like very minimal training. Johnson says, I need a freaking smoke leaf break. She's trying to convert her. Oh, she resents the conversion attempt. He tried, Johnson. He tried to proselytize to her. So it is a very slow process, methinks. Oh, I need to... Yeah, here we go. We got food now. I need to also... bring all this in, man. Spoils in 30 days. That's actually not too bad. What I also should do... is, for one thing, make sure she is not like a night owl or something like that. Psychically dull. Same, honestly. I'm quite dull. Eldest caretaker. So yeah, regular schedule for her. It's nice and easy. Once she is not having a minor, horrible psychological breakdown. And then also for Hork. So she should not doctor. Bed rest the usual. All plus as the usual. She actually is capable of hauling. Can you believe it? She's really good at childcare. If we ever have kids in this colony, she'll be the first in line to help out with stuff. Iska's fine. She would be a really good warden. In fact, she would be better than Guava. Set that to 3 for... Yeah, she is. I mean, they both have passion, but Kristen is the better choice. And then handle is none of that. Cooking. I think she's alright. 5 versus 6. Versus 4 versus 7. So we're gonna say Diver does not cook anymore. Aliana sometimes cooks. I'll set that to 4. Hunting, probably not. Construction. Construction, she can help out. We'll save construction to 3. Grow, none of that. Mining, yeah, she's our best mining person by a very, very good margin. So she's great at mining. Quarry, that's great. All this stays blank. Hauling and cleaning, sure. So she's pretty good. Pretty dang good. Can't run to... Oh, because of her peg leg. Right, yeah. Yo, Meerkat, what's up, buddy? I am doing well. I am doing well. Have I eaten more humans? Several. Several more humans, yes. Much as I am ashamed to admit it. Oh, look at all her bandages. I like how the bandages are visible on her. I never noticed that before. Yes, so many more. To my eternal shame, I thought we were done with cannibalism. I said at the start of the stream, that was the old us. What little I knew then, my friend. What little I knew then. But the good news is, now we do have more stuff. We have still even more stuff coming in, and springtime is about to begin. Mercifully. But we are not out of the woods by a long shot. Spring has begun officially. Can you heckin' believe it, man? And then... we could eventually have a room for Gendrick, but... Android freezing. Freezing or overheating? Which one is it? Johnson is okay. Android freezing. Guava is sad. I mean, she is just... It is 2 degrees outside. Yeah, Guava, we should probably get you inside, homie. Freezing is serious. Yeah, we gotta get you inside. Okay, she's gonna feed some meals. Good, good, good. Put your doctor on growing and plant cutting to increase sowing speed? Have my doctor. Well, I have a couple of doctor people. Guava's the main person. She's a good backup person for planting. But she's not really that good. Well, 11 actually is pretty good. But I mean, Johnson is just so amazing. I don't know. I feel like Guava is she's, I guess, an okay backup, but I kind of want Johnson to be the only plant guy. That we get the best bang for our buck. To increase sowing speed. Is there a way to tell a person to only sow but not to harvest? Because if so, then I would do it. But I don't know if I want to micromanage to the point where I'm manually flicking and unflicking those kinds of controls. Because I know you can overall say sowing and harvesting, but I mean person specific. But it's plant cut. I thought plant cut doesn't include harvesting. I thought harvesting was part of grow. Yeah, harvest crops. So that's why I haven't gone for that. Harvesting plants makes sense, like trees, that kind of stuff. But yeah, crops. It specifically says harvest crops. Yeah, plant cutting. Yeah. No, the concern is that I want to make sure we're getting the most out of it. Yeah, that you see exactly where I've reached this conclusion, because it's not a huge difference. Let's be honest. It's not that big. It'd be one thing if she was like a plant of 4 and he was a plant of 20. Like 11 and 17 or 14 it's a difference of 3. It's not huge, but at the same time though, food shortages have dogged me so poorly. I am trying to get in front of future shenanigans if I can help it. Spring has sprung, although you wouldn't believe it because of the temperatures. Goddamn, this shit is still cold AF. Gosh darn it. Working on this project here. The columns have not started yet. I wonder if that's art. I thought it would be construction. Yeah, it should be construction, I think. I can't remember if they can be artistic. I think it'll be fun. We have the materials for it, that's for sure. Planting season. Yeah, again, oh, Jesus, what the fuck? That's a wild one. I mean, I could just do the thing where I'm, like, tracking how far along things are, and then switch it back and forth. I mean, I could do that. It's just, I tend to kind of bristle at that level of micromanagement, because I'm gonna fuck up. I'm not gonna catch it in time. I feel like I know myself enough to know my limits. What exactly is a blood moon, pray tell? Blocking direct sunlight. Oh, good. Oh, wait, hold on. A direct sunlight from illuminating the moon's surface. Okay. Crimson color. Oh, yeah. So the vampire people. Okay, that's fine. Maybe. Is it fine? I guess we'll find out. Oh boy, yeah. Oh, look at this. They might attack our colony then. Oh, good. Good for us. Good for us. Yo, what's up, Ricia? What kind of mods? I have several. I have several mods. Rim mods. Oops. I have several mods. We have over 200. Many of which are the vanilla expanded mods. We got a bunch of other ones. It looks pretty dope, doesn't it? I kind of like this blood moon. This blood moon vibe that we got right now, man. Dracula on the prowl. Yeah, so we could get some vampires that attack us, which would be pretty terrifying. Everybody says, Alex, you need to euthanize Gendrick. The problem is, if I have entered the sunken cost fallacy, and I have let it take hold, because we got him when he had like 39 days left, or 38 days left, and he's at 15 days left. If I euthanize him now, all those resources we wasted to him so far would definitely go to waste. Whereas if we survive another 15 days, we would get a pretty good colonist out of him. Now, the problem is he's shitty at shooting. But he'd be a dedicated intellectual and can do a decent number of other things. He's incapable of dumb labor, but the fact that he is a dedicated researcher means that he wouldn't have to do dumb labor. It would free up the other researchers. It's another month. It's an in-game season. Not even a month, but a season. What it asks of our colony is not lost on me. It's gonna take so long to pay you back. Well, the good news is I'm not expecting this colony to last that long anyway. One thing that has not really been mentioned in a while is that because we're adjacent to... where was it? I don't know if we can actually see it. When we first chose this location, it said because we're so close to a toxic wasteland. Here we go. No, that's not it. Is this it? Because we're so close to a toxic wasteland, every like 70 or so days, there's going to be like this toxic fallout. It's not going to be a toxic fallout event, but it's something similar. That's going to like be awful. So, I don't know, man. I want to see if we can make it work. I want to see if we can make it happen. And if we can reach a level of equilibrium. But at the back of my head, there's also this resignation that says, I won't really be sad if this colony goes down under. And so you probably remember that mountain colony where I had a very similar approach. Where that mountain colony was rough and came very close to death on a number of occasions. And we got pretty far, but none of us were surprised when that thing toppled. This is a similar situation. I'm a lot of times when I'm doing these random location selections, and whenever I am doing random colonist selections, there's the expectation that there's going to be missteps and there's going to be fuck-ups. So I'm trying to embrace the fuck-ups, and I'm trying to let come what may. The mod set Recia, yeah, I'm pretty happy with the mods we found. There were some really cool ones. A lot of them were mods I've never used. Some of them are mods we have used, but we haven't used them in about 2 years. Like 2 years and some change, which is enough time for 2 expansions to come out. There's 2, because when we played last, I played Royalty and the base game, but we didn't have Ideology nor Biotech. So it's my first time with a bunch of new mods, my first time with Biotech and Ideology. So a lot of new stuff coming in hot too. Why would I set it up near O Toxic Waste Dump? Well, I didn't choose it. I just did random selection. I said random location and give me whatever you want. Random starts and random starting colonists too. Them's the rules. If you don't think the colony will last, then why spend the resources on him? Well, like I said, to me, it's kind of like a challenge. Like, can I make it, since I've gone this far with him, can we see it all the way to the end? Can we enter a state of equilibrium where we have enough food, we have enough crops? It's a challenge. To me, it's something that like I'm like enjoying. So my apologies, Ensig. I know you said you have a lot of time in this game. I recognize, and this is a speech I've had to make before with RimWorld. I recognize that the way I play this game might infuriate people. And I don't mean to make people sad. I don't mean to make people angry. But I will warn people ahead of time. If you're especially experienced with this game, you might not like my playstyle. And you might be oftentimes bothered by it. And I don't wish... I'll never go out of my way to make people sad. But it does happen sometimes. I need to move this because I realize I'm blocking some important intel from peoples, and I would rather not do that. Try to convert people. Wow, look at that. That's gonna take a minute to get down to. Pick everything for you. Oh, really? Oh, that's fantastic, Reese. I think that's fun. I think that's fun. I like that challenge. Look how everyone's in a so much happier mood now that we've had regular non-human food. The struggle learning. It's a struggle, it is a learning, and it is a challenge. It's kind of all those things at once. It might be silly to do a challenge run like this when I'm not that good at this game. That's the kind of thing that's usually reserved for people that know what they're doing, but the hope is that it's entertaining. I mean, it's definitely entertaining for me, but I'm hoping that it ends up becoming entertaining for others as well. But I recognize will probably end up pissing some people off too, for that matter. Yeah, and you are the kind of person, Insig, that might not really like these streams. So I just bear that in mind. Your own happiness should be important. Your own comfort and mental sanity should be important. If I'm driving you up the fucking wall, just know it's not intentional. And like I said, this is a conversation we had 2 years ago. The last time I played this game, and when I was playing with settings that were ridiculous, and I tried to do things that were not always wise. But there was sometimes when I play this game, I think to myself, man, it'd be cool if we could make this happen. Like, I'm never gonna intentionally throw. I'm not gonna like hashtag throw for the content. But sometimes I'll think to myself, this is a long shot, but man, this would be cool. And if it ends in disaster, then we get to make a new colony, and I like new colonies. I like existing colonies, and I like new colonies. It's the way I play a lot of these kinds of games where like I won't be, I should, getting to the point now we might actually want to flip this on. Bloop. We could flip both of these on because starvation, great. Because the temperatures will start to get nicer. Blood moon. That's so cool. Let it be known that we have still yet to get a vanilla Randy provided raid. We've gotten raids that happen from quests, but we've never had Randy just throw bad guys at us. We've never had him just throw bad guys at us, and it's probably only a matter of time, but he's yet to do it. The story reset. We've had some pretty wild moments, that's for sure. Same with Noita. I was actually thinking of Noita Street Halo. Whenever I play Noita, I like getting a good run going, but if a good run or a long run ends in disaster, I'm like, darn, that sucks. Well, start a new one. And we begin anew. Because like the new possibilities are always exciting. She got herself some food. No starvation here. Hunter lacks ranged weapon. Are you a hunter, Kristen? Here, Kristen. Well, so you're not completely... Oh, yeah, she's good at shooting. We don't have a lot for you. I think somebody is a worse shooter than her. And has a gun. Yeah, Johnson. Oh, wait. What does Johnson have? He has the bow. It's something, right? It's something. Diver's a good shot. No, she is not. Never mind. She is awful. She has shotgun. I'm gonna give that shotgun. Where is Diver right now? She is over her. After she's done there, I'll have her drop off her weapon. Wheel keeps turning. Hydroponics, nice. Very good. So now, let's resume microelectronics, I think. Continue. That's fine. No autobongs for us. Sad about the autobongs, but it's okay. Got this column built, that's good. So now, well, not yet, but pretty soon we can tear down some walls, Mr. Gorbachev. Anima, which means a new anima tree. An anime tree. Zoop. Oh, I can harvest it, that is. Okay. I guess we'll harvest it, but we'll have to be a little choosy about where it goes. Still no wildlife, by the way. Does that count, Cup of Liberty? I'm gonna say no, but that's a very good point. I would add that in the life events. Marriage, divorce, I would say that counts in the life events. I might even tweak that to say pregnancy. Mouse or broom handle? Well, I mean, there's, yeah, these shitty pistols, but they're not very good. I want to give Kristen a better weapon than that. So, Guava, I'm gonna have you, or, no, not Guava, Diver. Diver, once you consume your simple meal, actually, I'll have her do that. I'll have her drop it while, like it's hot right now. There we go. And then Kristen, once you're done there, we're gonna have you equip the pump shotgun. And then Diver, she will get the broom handle. Frontier pistol. I wish she has something. It's not great, but it's something. And she leveled up in plants for talking about plants, I guess. Relationship and let's do that one. Let's say relationship announcement. Yeah. Yeah, we have, because I know that's a panel. I kind of love this Blood Moon vibe. It's inconvenient, and it's gonna probably become a problem. But for now, it's kind of dope. There it is, our first Randy raid. Can you believe it? A proof of Yitakin. Oh, one of them is just a little bit on fire. Did this raid go wrong? Are they werewolves or something? Pray tell is Yitakin, he is frail. At the animal war call. Do they slurp the blood? Not so far as I can tell. I think this is just a weird xenotype. These are pretty tough to kill usually. I think this raid has gone wrong because this guy is just a little bit on fire, unless that's just what they do. Maybe these guys just combust every once in a while. Yeah, the Call of the Wild. Alright, so we're gonna be setting up shop out here most likely. Did it say they're gonna prepare for a minute, or are they just going? Prepare for a while, then attack. Alright. Is there anything else I was looking at? I know we are... Oh, because if there's no sun right now, is there? The blood moon... Well, it's nighttime anyway, but I think the blood moon... Yeah, I wonder if this means that sunlight isn't coming through. Let's unpause and see how this goes. Oh, there's a Scyther. Scyther! Guy's very green. I like how so the Scyther, they're melee fellas. And they're pretty scary, actually. This guy name's... Oh, I thought his name was Quark from Star Trek. He's gonna chase these motherfuckers down. Oh my god. Alright, hold on. Before I lose my train of thought here. Yeah, I was thinking to myself... Get bad seasonal temperature. Eventually this will get better. Eventually, yeah. Yeah, same with both of these. So once that starts to improve, we'll have them plant some stuff. Okay, so never mind. I just want to make sure that we weren't missing on something here. The guy who was on fire is no longer on fire. Scyther is fucking this man up. I'm assuming the Scyther is going to lose this fight. But it's going to be an interesting one. Miss, 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 miss. Oh, yeah, they won. They won the fight. But this guy's bleeding out. This guy's bleeding out. This guy's mostly okay. This guy's mostly okay. That guy's all right. He was a little bit on fire. He'll be fine though. So that kind of tenderizes these guys a little bit. So not gonna be quite as scary. Actually, I'm gonna deny that for now because we don't want anybody grabbing this just yet. Not when these guys are this. Oh, diver, what are you? Okay. I was just gonna say, diver, we're not having you go out there, man. It's too scary right now. They're weakened up for us. That's right. A relic is nearby of our cool religion. We have to find the craft memento. Craft mac and cheese memento. Watch for opportunities. At 3-star difficulty makes me a little bit concerned, but that'd be real cool, man. Glitter tech, musclewear, basic, energizing, heavy, crypto helmet. It looks like it never expires, so I can just sit on it. There's no rush. The Wolfmen, yeah, I'm pretty sure the Wolfmen are pretty badass. I mean, they're mostly melee. This guy's got a pistol. This other guy's got a pistol too. The melee ones are kind of scary. I think they're fairly hearty based on what we just saw. Yeah, melee DPS is pretty scary. Descend from colonist engineer to thrive in ultra cold planet. Hey, I could use that right now myself, actually. They have fur. They're very large. Not fast or energetic or precise, but can keep going when others would have collapsed from exhaustion, presumably. So yeah, you guys are pretty spicy. Yiddikin pirates. Hulking, fur-bodied pirates of the Yiddikin xenotype. Lootism. Pretty cool. It's very unique. Haven't seen him before. What these are some names, man. How do you even pronounce that? Weinwitash? Weinwittish? Weinwinyatish? I'm gonna stop attempting it, but yes, very weird. It's currently 9 degrees outside. People are gonna, they're gonna start the raid and it's gonna be real dark and shitty out there, but this is not endlessly foggy. Maybe we'll have more corpses to add to our corpse pile. Kristen says, I'm gonna go play horseshoes in the blood moon while these wolf critters are beginning their assault. Alright, so see if we can tell what direction they're going in. I see some of them are splitting off. Oh, this one, okay, one of them's already out. He's like, bury me with my money. Is this one of the ones that got damaged? I think this is the one that got hurt. Yeah, this one and this one. Yeah, bleeding out 12 hours. So these two are going right forward. This guy's a little bit slower. He's just wandering, so he hasn't actually joined the raid yet. I'm going to... Kristen, I'm gonna have you... get your ass in bed. The Overseer has willed it. Everybody else... I think we're gonna have to leave... We have one well, Guava is a non-combatant. Obviously, Jendrik. Diver's not great. Johnson's not great either, but they're capable of... They're bodies. They're bodies that can attempt things. Didn't have enough time to build up more defenses, unfortunately, so this is not going to be ideal. I'd like for them to come down this way. Actually, hold on. I think if I click them... Solar generator, cooler... It's moving. Borrow stool. Sure. Okay, so they're coming down this way. So they're probably... Yeah, so let's do this then. Our best shot is go. Eliana's not far behind him. Gonna get both of these. And then I'm gonna get... Who's our next best people? What does she have? She has the revolver. That's probably not going to be close enough. These are melee people, right? Okay, he's got a gun, but everyone else is melee. So yeah, we will draft her. They're there as well. So start with that. Yeah, Guava is a non-combatant, right? These two back around. I might actually take a north path. So we have 5 combatants total. Send him out to fight. Well, he's a little bit differently abled right now, but we'll see. It would be a little bit tougher for him. Shot him real good. Oh, he had like a full stop. That's pretty good. I want to make sure we don't lose track of these guys. This one probably won't collapse before it's go time. He's just going to be real late to the party. Yeah, he could take a different path, but I'm presuming they'll all go for this one spot here. I know his name isn't Quark, but I want to call him Quark. Orok is getting fucked up. Ooh, Alyana got shot, and he's dead. Oh, this is actually kind of good because Guava is... Where's Guava? He's resting. Guava, I'm going to have you get right here so you can be ready to disperse the flames. I will undraft, and she's doing it anyway. Okay, so now... He's just gonna break it, which is very, very rude. But... just the way things work right now. So he's still bringing up the rear. They're hulkingly... Oh! Changed his mind. Alright, let's get back into position. He might get into melee range, which is scary. Oh, maybe not, actually. Alright, so Diver. What's your melee like? Non-existent. You have a good melee person. Go is a melee person. Oh, yeah. So our 2 best shooters are our best meleeers. Guava is not melee, obviously. Kristen... Yeah, even when she's injured. So... What kind of weapon do you have? How bad is this gonna get? It's a Shiv, but it's not very well maintained. This might hurt, but he has been hit pretty bad. So maybe his manipulation, yeah, it's not low enough. Yeah, so this might hurt a little bit, but I think we'll be okay. Never mind, he's good. Never mind, we're all right. So they're fleeing. Well, you see, he's fleeing in a panic. I'm gonna say, yeah, Alyana, you need some rest. That's fair. Oh, and Johnson, they both got hit. But Go and Efemenko, come with me. Your services are necessary. Because you see, this guy's not getting away. Oh yeah, also, yeah, this guy's still alive. You see it? It survived, dudes. It just got messed up pretty bad. Those guys are strong. So this guy is back. He is gone. He's not long for this world. Or she? No, it's a he. He's just wearing a dress, you know how it is. Wow, what was he even doing trying to hurt us, man? With crappy stats like that, he's an amazing animal guy. Was an amazing animal guy. We try to take some prisoners, or a prisoner, I guess. What's this guy's story? Cannot do mining, great cook, good with plants, animals. He's got that Call the Wild thing going on. He's a pirate chef. Dope. He's 76 years young. He's frail. Artistic scar? Ooh. Oh, it's an ideology thing. What's up, Kitsune? Good to see you, bud. Wolfman tastes a little gamey. Yeah, if we need to butcher some corpses. Thank you. But yeah, we managed it. We managed okay. It was a little bit dicey. I was a little bit worried Diver was gonna get carved up a little bit there. We're gonna try this, actually. I like how the dog is sleeping in here. I never actually moved this out. So we're gonna move this back. Turn this into a prison. Just so we have a place to bring him. It'd be really cool if we could bring him into the fold. He would potentially be a very good colonist. It would be furniture, sleeping spot. This will be a temporary measure. Prisoners. Not for doggies. Get some saloon doors? Saloon doors? Those don't sound very secure for a prison. So, Dive, you're gonna do your thing. Capture this lad. He is oh, he's unwaveringly loyal? Ah, shit. Fuck. Okay, well, it's not really worth it then, is it? Because if we... I mean, we could take him prisoner. We could turn him into a slave, I guess. I mean, I've never tried the slave labor in this game, but... Yeah, I think at that point then... I think at that point, there's only so much that can be done. It'd kill him. I mean, or we could just let him fucking succumb to his wounds. Or I would say Diver would finish him off, yeah. So what we would do is we'd probably strip him first. And then... cannot finish him. Oh, we need a good melee. Oh shit, is nobody good enough at melee to finish him off? Melee 6. Okay, Go can barely do it. Go's got a couple of things he's got to do real quick. Alright, so we'll come back to that in a second. So, we don't have to, you know, we're keeping Jendrik alive. He doesn't have to be extra happy, though. So, can we just boot him out of this bed so we can put somebody else in there? It'll be temporary, I promise. But, I think what we do is we say... Is that gonna work? There we go. So then... we make that... let's see, hold on. Where's our 2 wounded people? So Johnson. So Johnson, he's gonna get... Hold on, who's in worse shape? Because one person is getting ready to... is like in danger zone. Yeah, Alyana's gonna sleep here. Oh, wait, she already has her own room. Oh, wait, yeah, never mind. Johnson has it. Actually, no, yeah, let's do that. So, never mind. Cancel that. We'll have someone tend to her on her own bed. Johnson doesn't really have his own bed, so Johnson's gonna sleep here. Let's do that. Alyana's gonna get some food, that she's gonna get treatment. That'll be good. Let's do that. Surely we can catch up to them, right? Let's see, Efemenko is still a bit far. I'm gonna not see how far is his range. It's pretty good. Not gonna be in the same trajectory. Oh, look at that! Wow, nice shot, Go. Holy shit. So then, I'll undraft you both, but what I will have you do is finish him. Get some herbal medicine on him, which is very, very good. This we want to harvest eventually. Bring those things in. Flintlock is not bad. Flintlock pistol. Was there anything else? This guy's had a couple things. He had some wake up. Something, put on a little makeup. Automatic pistol. Not bad. God, all this gear is not very good. It's functional, but it's not great. So we're good there. Planted everything else in here, which is good. Temperature's doing okay, 108, very good. It's finished. A lot of blood. Oh yeah, is Alyana, does she have the purple blood? Or is that Johnson? So Guava, I'm gonna wake you up, my friend, so you can... And to Mr. Johnson. How bad is Johnson messed up? No, oh yeah, no, Alyana's in worse shape. So she got hit in the arm pretty bad. What's her fancy person type thing? She's like a part genie kind of person. Forgot about that, yeah. Fragile and vulnerable to pain. And they're socially inept a lot of times. Got all about that. Should I use medicine? We don't have a ton. We do have herbal medicine. Yeah, we'll use the one herbal medicine on her. We'll do that. And then I think, is she the only doctor person I know? Well, Eliana would be a doctor person. Diver and Go can do it in a pinch. But Go is going to bed and Diver is also going to bed. There's that Shiv. Yeah, pretty close. Every time I see the word Johnson. The good news is that one of our regular viewers, her name is Johnson with an M at the end. And sometimes I have to make sure I'm not, like, saying the wrong name by accident. Let's go ahead and... I think the assumption is we're gonna bury all these. Eventually, but... no huge rush, obviously. I'm more interested in getting this thing harvested, because he could have components... or not components, literally, but steel and a couple other things. She's gonna get the goods. It says overheating for Johnson, which is... again, I think that's just bugged to not clear. Oh, we need to rescue Chendrick, who is extremely sad. He's also gonna get hungry pretty soon. Let's just get a little space for him. Little space for our buddy. Boop. And we'll have Go rescue this buddy real quick. Johnson is too hot. Well, thank you. I try. Try my best. I wonder how long the blood moon lasts. Doesn't really say. But again, I suspect that's what's blocking the sunlight. I mean, it's dark right now, but 5 a.m. though, not that dark. Guava's good. Oh yeah, 20 hours. She actually might... The wound might plug up on its own, but I don't want... I would rather not have... Whoa. The blood moon is going away. Relations. Oh, it just naturally. Naturally, things are trending downwards. Okay. No more blood moon. That means sunlight's coming back in. Good, good, good. Got the columns built. Pretty soon we can target tearing down this wall. She's gonna tend to that lad, or that lady, and then Johnson's after that. By the time she gets back, no, it should be fine. She said it was 21 hours, and... who's puking? Oh, Yana's puking. Oh, right, she has the stomach disorder. Johnson's in no immediate danger. Should be okay. We want to treat it for sure, though. Still says freezing, which is kind of weird. Because yeah, it's really affecting her movement speed. It is cold for sure, but it's 64 inside, so it should start to get better. Also told a frostbite. That was a while back. Does it give the date? I guess it doesn't give the date, but it was a couple streams ago. From a particularly gnarly cold snap. People are waking up. That's right. We eventually need to get this thing repaired. It's functional, but just really fucked up. It's at 20 right now. That's fine. It's at 76. That's good too. Oh, right. And we had set this lower. Yeah. So, yeah, 76. Yeah, 76 and 66. Yeah, that's what it was. Bringing stuff in. The new auto pistol's not actually half bad. Lava is real sad. Wants to eat a meal. Okay, that's fine. Did she fully treat this person? She just got shot the one time. Yeah, that's not too bad. What's your doing? Actually, Johnson or Guava, I'm gonna be a little bit mean. Tend to him real quick. Trip the dog still? Yeah, Trip the dog is still hanging in there. All things considered, he's handling this whole thing pretty well. Turning off the bonfire, that's a good point. We're getting pretty close to that point. In fact, yeah, well, let's go ahead and say for now... Oh, there it is. Yeah, refuel. So just let it run out on its own. Hoping she starts warming up on her own though. Maybe because she's not able to go outside very much. Inspired cooking from Efemenko. Very nice. Lord knows we need it. What's this gun doing in here? Weapon should not go in there. Although we can consider who should get this weapon. Kristen is not half bad. She should, like, get the next upgrade of sorts. I think she should get the automatic pistol. That's kind of what I'm thinking. So Kristen, at some point... What does she have right now? She has the... Oh, she has the shotgun. Yeah, I think, well... Yeah, I think the automatic pistol... I think that the nicer range is tempting. Accuracy close. That's low DPS. I'm looking for accuracy. Here we go. It is more accurate. Manhunter pack. Oh boy. Manhunting bunnies. Manhunting hares. Shoddy's amazing, but the crappy range means that she'll rarely get to use it. But it is pretty sweet though when it gets to do its thing. Because of Scaria, right? So we won't be able to get a lot of meat out of it. Oh my god. I was just talking to a friend of mine not too long ago about Monty Python, the Holy Grail, and here we are. Not a small pack, 8 of them. Not crazy, but it's enough. 8 wild manhunting bunnies, of all things. So we're down a couple of people, a couple of combatants. Although it's not like they can't do stuff. In fact, Alyana's mostly okay. Johnson took a bit more of a hit. They're probably pretty quick, aren't they? Quick little critters, little buggers. Little buggy wuggies. What is their movement speed? 6? That's pretty quick. Like a melody in your head? That's probably from something, isn't it, Gasso? Like a song lyric or something? So what we're gonna do is... gonna get these 4 for sure. And presumably they're gonna migrate. I bet they're gonna come up this way, most likely. And they're gonna want the people. They're not gonna want... let's put them right here. They're not gonna want to destroy objects. They're not gonna want to steal things. They're gonna want peoples. Want to be where the people are. Like they might spread. Yeah, look how fast they are. They might spread out. Oh, they're pretty consistent. And fortunate thing, maybe if I met him, because I want to be in like an open field or something where you can see him coming a little bit better. This guy's head gets shot off, by the way. I may feel like I might have missed that notice, that thing. It was bitten off. Why did somebody bite off his head? Did somebody get hungry and eat? Feel the need to consume a raw corpse? Head bitten off. I wonder who would have done... Oh, the dog might have done it? I think you're probably right. That's actually pretty brutal, man. Little mobs they can be, and they're quick and fast. It was Dexter Dog. He is sleeping right now, but he could have done it when my back was turned. They won't like the eggplants. I mean, hopefully. I don't want them to eat our eggplants. Those things are important. Yeah, I'm worried if I just sit right here, they're going to be coming up this way, and we'll have not much time to see them before they're on us. So instead, I'm going to be over here. And once Johnson is done with being tended to... Actually, I got shot twice. Exhaustion, probably from Guava. Yeah, she's pretty sad. Here they come. Oh, Lord, they coming. I'm hoping they're coming this way. I think that's exactly what they're doing. Yep. Okay, good. So here we go. Time for the buns. We're missing all of our shots. All right, we literally missed all of our shots, but the good news is that they're pretty weak to melee. So we're gonna get ate up a little bit, but we'll be okay. Kinda hope we'd, like, land some shots at least. If Mako kind of got tore up a little bit. Surprisingly, Go also struggling a lot. We good? Okay, I think we're good. Oh, now we're good. Okay, so now people got real injured. Look at poor Efemenko. She really got shredded. Wowzers. Sleeping off a big meal. The doggy, that is? Oh, Dexter, that is. Yes, he is sleeping off a big meal because he got big foods. And the problem is we just have very little for medicine. We definitely need to tend to these people. Alyana got, actually, Alyana had nothing, really. She's fine. But, yeah, plenty of people got fucked up pretty good there. We're gonna need to bring in the backup doctors, because now everybody is injured. Earlier I was saying, like, wow, this is great. We don't have any... We haven't had, like, any Randy provided raids ever. It's always been from quests. But ever since I said that we have one man hunting back and a raid, like an honest to goodness raid. The hair bitter in the eye. Oh my god, you're right. That's just brutal. Jesus. One person with a spear. Yeah, that's the thing. We have nobody with melee right now. We sold our only melee weapon early on to pay for something at one point. And also because the one person who could have used melee, she had like a thing where she has a huge mood debuff if she uses primitive weapons. It's like, well, I'm at it. I'll go ahead and bring this in. And Guava is facing exhaustion, so we really can't lean on her too much. Kristen, of course, is no doctor. Yeah, no medical person. So we're gonna have probably Diver do a bunch of stuff. Fresh carrying, you don't say. At some point, that needs to be finished off. At some point, there's no rush. Randy was probably going easy on us earlier, because yeah, there was shit going down for sure. Yeah, so what I will do is Alyana, I think, is pretty okay. Go is pretty messed up, and Efemenko is pretty messed up. Efemenko is the priority right now. Who am I forgetting? Diver herself, she got a little bit. Very, very little. Just one leg bite. She's fine. Yeah, so we'll start with Efemenko, and then we'll go for Go. Just need to get this thing moved. Okay, so she's going for I didn't even have to tell her. She's so good. She's going right for it. And then Alyana is also helping, which is actually very helpful. And Guava, you need to get yourself some rest. She's going to feed a meal to Johnson. Even though he is very much capable of him doing stuff himself. She needs to eat herself a meal, honestly. A little bit of blood, and a little bit of starvation, too. Bite hair teeth has been tended. A little bit worried we're going to have some infections. What with the whole not having proper medicine. But, yeah, 23%, 34%. It's not horrible. Insig, you need a random absurd compliment. How's about this, Insig? I think you have the... Let me think for a second. What's a good one? What's a good one? You have a prime number of hair follicles on your left testicle. And I think that's so cool. That's a very rare thing, and mathematicians would like to study your testicles for scientific purposes. So you've done a very good job of having a very unique number of pubic hairs, and I think that's pretty cool. How's that? How's that for a nice and absurd little compliment of sorts? Now she's gonna rest. Good girl. Good, yeah, get yourself some rest, girl. You've been driving yourself real hard. They're working on each other. Twerking on each other, even. Feeling depressed. Well, for one thing, no recent conquest, we butchered humans, malnourished. Wait, malnourished. Oh, no kidding. Yeah, we do need to feed you. Good thing we have doctor people, but they're kind of busy. Insig says, oh, you shouldn't have, Alex. Go is, oddly enough, on the move. He says, I want to feed some meals to people because I, too, am a doctor. Bite, hair, teeth. Yeah, only bites, no scratches. No scritchies. Crazy flamingos with Johnson. Yep, that's a normal conversation topic. Puke and purple blood. There we go. Go, look at Go wearing all these bandages. Goddamn. Poor guy. I'd imagine Flamingo's looking even worse. Putting out in 13 hours. She'll be fine. Diver's going ham over there. 32 degrees. Whoa. I don't know why I'm surprised. That makes perfect sense, but Jesus, that's brutal. Oh, he lived? Oh. Is he gonna attack Alyana? That's exactly what's going on. I can't believe he actually, like, his wounds healed enough. Tail destroyed. Legs fucked up. She's actually faster than him, so she might be able to shoot him. Man, nobody can attack these bunnies with melee. Or with shooting, that is. Everyone has to melee. We never shot a single damn one, did we? Ridiculous. Of course, she gained a new injury. Lucky her. I'm gonna go watch the sunset, despite the fact that I got bitten in my right arm. Absurd. He's back for revenge. I wanted to finish the job, but you know how it is, man. Flamenco's still going ham. What we need to do is then have other folks do some cooking actions. And I think by other folks, I think I mean Alyana. 3, 4, yeah. And poor Diver, she needs her own wounds tended to, actually, for that matter. But Flamenco, really, I mean, she's out for a bit. Heat conditions need tending. She's still got a ways to go. Just want to make sure these don't start spoiling on us. Oh, it's still frozen though. Right, it's still technically still technically below freezing. The whole tribe of bunnies. Yeah, he was trying to avenge the tribe. The bunny clan. Note that the doggy was never once harmed. Of course, we saw they were manhunting, not just creature hunting. They wanted to kill people specifically. So I think that's the general idea. Wee doggy. All right, well, I think... Oh, geez, it is well past 12:30. Yeah, we really should wrap up pretty much now, unfortunately. The good news is that, well, Kristen, she's feeling a little bit better. Still freezing. Despite it being 69 degrees nice, it says she's freezing. I'm almost to the point where I feel like that's like a bug. I think that will probably go away on its own. Ethminko says, I'm just gonna chill here, don't mind me. But I got really fucked up. Diver's probably... Yeah, she's eating, then she's probably gonna rest so she can get doctored up herself. That would be very good. Everyone... That was a low impact overall. Like a low... Oh, disease infection. I spoke too soon. I was about to say... not as much depth impact-wise. Like, not deep impact, but just a wide berth of... injuries and shenanigans, but then that had to happen. So, Diver. Is that a beard hair? That is a beard hair. Before we wrap up, this will be kind of a cliffhanger of sorts. Our next best medical person would be Diver or Go. I would rather have Diver do it because Go is probably down for a bit. He's actually doing pretty okay overall. Manipulation 88%. 78. You know what? It's 70. Oh, it's because of her hand. Yeah, maybe I should have Go do it instead then. Yeah, let's actually do that. So I'm going to have him use actual medicine. On Flamenco. Let's do that. Because that infection should not persist. And I hope he's specifically treating the infection, but, well... Goodness, it's only her left arm, so if we have to amputate, it won't be the worst thing ever. I don't think it's going to get to that point. We're catching it pretty quickly. This room's fairly clean. Got a couple of blood splatters. Diver's healed up. She's fine. Yeah, she just has not great manipulation just in general. The Diver's all set. Kristen is just playing horseshoes. She does have her own bed, so it's not like she's stuck. That Go's got it. He'll be fine. She'll be fine, rather. Psychic drone. Oh, boy. Randy, you were being pretty patient with us during the fuckery that was winter. But now that we're into spring, temperatures are still sub-freezing. We're still kind of in winter. But now that the ice is starting to thaw, so to speak, Randy's like, bitches have no idea what's coming. So that means we will look forward to that starting next time. There's a spider that is slowly, he's teensy little spider, but he's like, just kind of slowly working his way down. I'm like looking at him right now. I'm not really bothered. He's like itsy bitsy. He's the itsy bitsy spider. So I'll have to capture him and escort him outside. I'm gonna take Dexter out outside pretty soon here anyway. But anyway, yeah. So we're gonna wrap it up here. Let's go ahead and save the game. Pretty eventful stream. Decent bit of starvation. Decent bit of cannibalism. Some combat. We had a little bit of everything in this stream, honestly. Had a little bit of everything for everybody. And we're set up in such a way where the next stream, which will be Thursday, the next RimWorld stream, I don't think it's going to end in disaster, but it is setting up to lead into disaster, potentially. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I'm looking at the spider friend. He's just slowly, he's doing that spider thing where he's just kind of slowly descending, but now he's halted. Maybe he knows I've seen him and he's nervous. Maybe I'm giving him performance anxiety. Let's check the bingo. The Ringo bingo. What's up, Will? Yeah, catch in the end. I'm sorry, buddy. Bingo Rim. There it is. If anybody wishes to play along with your very own bingo board, you're welcome to do so. But I myself will begin by checking our own that I myself have generated. Let's see how we do. We survived. That's the thing. The colony survived. Like I said, next time we will be able to grow more foods. We're going to have hydroponics set up pretty soon here. So we've got a lot of things going for us. But infections are not good. We've uncorked the lid of combat now with raids and manhunting packs. So, excuse me. So, lots of stuff for sure. So, piece of furniture built after unintended destruction. Yeah, there was at least a few botched constructions. Random stray shipment. Yes. Colonist dies. No. The miscarriage notwithstanding, a full-fledged colonist did not die. But yeah, for the relationship announcement, we're going to say that one counts for sure. No caravans today. Stream ever went offline. Psychic drone, yes. Stream started late, yes. 3 raids we get. The 1 raid, which is nice, from Sunflower. Buys a cool, or found a cool new weapon, yes. Got that automatic pistol. Side quest, no. Tamed animal, no. Preferred by a predator. Yeah, no predators on the map at all. We had some rare fauna, yes. I am live. Yes. Hostile humans, yeah, or humanoids at least. Meteorites, no, actually, no meteorites. Although there was a crash landing. I'm going to say that crash landing counts. I'm going to say crash landings count. It was a ship crash landing, but still. No new animals tamed. Infected, yes. Colonist hosts a party, no. Something, I never showed anything today. Power grid went down, not today. Colony gets raided by creatures or wild. I'm going to say, yeah, the manhunting pack counts. Experience mental break. There's a bingo. Oh, fuck. There it is. There's the nut, and I'm keeping an eye on the spider above me, making sure he doesn't land in my hair. Add the 5 points to the counter. There we go. Bathroom break, yes. Extreme environment. I'm going to say the blood moon counts, but no, it's head talk. Almost a double bingo. Almost the double bings. The double bingos. Hallelujah. We got a bingo. That's good. We got at least one bingo. That's good. That's a good stream when a single bingo happens. So, eventful stream. Like I said, we'll do more on Thursday. I'm just watching the spider slowly. I think he's actually built a web because he's now going more that way. Originally, he was kind of in front of me. Oh, he's kind of slinking up that way. In fact, maybe I should capture him before. I mean, what's the worst that can happen? If he goes off into a corner, I'm not going to care. But I was thinking I was going to escort him outside. You know what? I might just let him do his thing. He's not harming anything. In fact, he's high enough now. He's kind of up into the rafters. It's fine. It's fine. He's not hurting anything. I was gonna like get a cup and kind of escort him and yoink him out of there, but we're good. 30 seconds offline. Yeah, if the stream would have like had like if my internet would have flickered or if my computer would have blue screened or something like that, and then we would have come back, then yes, we would have gotten a bingo there. If there would have been a TED Talk today, if there was an animal that would have gotten targeted by a predator, there were no predators this time around. There was very little wildlife to speak of, unfortunately.